Hey guys, what's going on? My mic going? Yo, can you hear me? Okay. Hey guys, what's going on? Just want to jump in here for a quick live. What's going on, Coco Melon? Thanks for jumping in the chat there. I was just sent this literally just now by a friend, and I wanted to just come on here real quick and go over this. Again, all this is allegedly and speculative. None of this is fact whatsoever, but somebody has found this Facebook profile that has now also been taken down. This has been stopped within the last 10 hours or so, but they have collected a bunch of screenshots of this person over the last 2 months, or however, since the crime's not 2 months yet, but the last month and a half since the crime's committed, in a Facebook group, an Idaho Murders Facebook group. This person posting all kinds of crazy stuff. But first of all, just look at the profile picture. It kind of almost resembles him as like from one of those apps where you like age yourself there. That was pretty weird. But let's see here. In regards to the it's called Papa Rodger account. His profile picture looks exactly like Bryan. It's from one of those apps where you can make yourself look cartoonish, and his account was disabled yesterday. The post here from him have me shaking. He was in here the whole time. Scott Perkins, welcome to chat. What's going on? Seabolt Speaks, what's going on? Mike sounds like it's echoing. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Oh, yep, sorry. How about now? Is that better? Sorry about that. That was my bad. But yeah, out the gate here. Let me just, some people are collecting here. Hey, Scott, again. Seabolt, thank you, man. Seabolt Speaks is actually who turned me on to this. Also, yeah, this is who sent me this information. And he has a good, he has a language channel. But yeah, go give him a follow. Spilled Beans, welcome to chat. I'm going to go over this one more time. Sorry about my mic being weird there. Nice, sweet. Yeah, it had something weird going on in OBS there. Basically someone has found a Facebook profile, Papa Rodger, that has now also, again, been deactivated within the last 10 hours or so, last day or so. Let's just say that. Again, all of this is just speculative. Let's also just say that. But what is going on here? Oh, whoa, Coco Melon coming out with It's a Famous Painting. Interesting. It still sort of resembles him. Okay, interesting, though. All right, I like that. All right, but here they was trying to make it look like as if it was going through an app, which I kind of bought right out the gate, but okay, out the gate here. Coco Melon in chat. Can you send that link? I don't know if you can drop a link in chat or not, but still here. That's the original. This is the Reddit post here. He's asking people. Here's some of the actual posts, though, from this guy, Papa Rodger. Again, in a Facebook post, Facebook group, University of Idaho Murders case discussion. Why did the killer choose that house over all the others in the area? Asking a general question here. Oh, cool. All right, sweet. Yeah, T-Rev gets some good stuff, man. T-Rev gets some really good stuff. What do you think is the entrance point into the crime scene? And I'm just going to kind of go over some of the messages that he's been leaving in this group. Again, whether it's him or not, creepy and weird. And I was kind of reading through this beforehand, and there was some very strange. He actually gets in a pretty long-winded discussion and debate with somebody in a thread here as well. Yeah, could be PPA. Yeah. Yeah, there's okay. Let's move on to the next one here. Right here, December 13th. 1 knife and 4 people. The killer took a big risk. The knife could have easily broken off or become ineffective after 1 or 2 murders. Are we sure there is only 1 knife involved? What's weird is just kind of think about if this was him, out here making these posts. Back 2 days here, December the 11th. Do we think the killer took anything from the house? December the 11th, the same day. How long do we think the killer was in the house? I'd like to see some of these. I think it does get into some of these threads here a little bit, but I would like to just be able to break some of those out. I guess you actually can't anymore if this has now been taken down. Wonder if he took it down or if Facebook took it down. That would actually be interesting to know. Regardless of what has been released, I believe this is a sexually motivated crime. right here from Papa Rodger, December 21st. Same group, I believe. December 20th. Did the killer drive, walk, or some combination of both to the scene? And there's one really interesting one. Once we get to it, I'll point it out. That I thought was interesting, for if it was him to possibly say. Yeah, definitely Seabolt speaks in chat. I get asking questions, but it's definitely some weirdly specific questions and statements. Yeah, and I've seen that with some other stuff too. Some of the other videos have even been making recently. The TikTok video, the one that T-Rev actually got the call in on. However you want to look at it, whether those are trolls, whether this guy right here, Papa Rodger's a troll. Kind of looking back on it is like the creepiness of it, right? That's what makes it weird. Spilled beans, that's crazy, scary if it is him. I'm in that group. Whoa, you're in that group. Holy crap. Do you ever remember seeing Papa Rodger make any posts, Spilled beans? That'd be creepy as hell. Let's see what the next one is here. Of the evidence released, the murder weapon has been consistent as a large fixed blade knife. This leads me to believe they found the sheath. This evidence was released prior to the autopsies. Yeah, the entire time they've been saying out the gate basically that it was a hunting knife. Oh shit, okay, getting right in here. I think this is the person he was debating right here. Okay, I think there's a long little thread here with this person. Fixed blade means that it's not a folding knife. The way I'm guessing they could tell was by impressions or bruising around the stab wounds that showed the outline of the guard on the knife. It's kind of pointing here. Papa Rodger answers, you wouldn't be able to tell that at the crime scene. Again, just in the context or in your head, if you're thinking this is potentially or possibly, this dude, that's what makes it really freaking weird. Yeah, I'm glad you don't remember, honestly. Spilled Beans said, no, I don't remember. That's honestly good. That would have been creepy as hell. Especially if you had any kind of interaction with them. That'd be really weird to think back on. Okay, it said you wouldn't be able to tell that at the crime scene. Then the person that he's kind of debating here said, I disagree. If the stabbing motions were hard to the ground, would have left a mark. They don't clean bodies at the crime scene. The amount of blood must have been tremendous. Going on, due to the number of victims and assuming each victim was stabbed multiple times, I'm sure that there was a visible evidence of a guard. For all we know, the investigators on the scene wiped a couple of stab wounds clean, like the bruising. I think it's far more logical that finding a sheath. Sheaths are usually attached to a belt. Then Papa Rodger had answered, but the police were very specific about that type of knife used. Who knows? Finding a left behind sheath seems like a stretch, though. Why? They are very specific about the weapon, but very vague about every other detail. Yeah, he's kind of getting into some details, or I don't know, it's just the way he's kind of wording it, like he has a little bit more info than anybody else. I think that was the whole thing with the other guys, right? With the TikTok video and the random T-Rev call. It's like, wait, well, what are you saying? It's like it's triggering like something in your head to think something's off here. Yeah, Coco Melon. Yeah, it's true. The pic is weird. Whether I don't know. You said it was like a famous painter, but it's the resemblance, right? The weird dominance figure. He probably picked that for a reason. Let's see here. Papa Rodger answering him. I think it's more likely that they did closer examinations on the wounds and on scene than you think. They can analyze depth of wound width. Serrated edge would be a big clue. I'm sure they have access to a database that would have knives that match those dimensions. Please, I've never seen a folding knife that has a serrated edge. Yeah, there's one part, and even right there, it's almost like he's trying to throw people off a little bit. Again, it's probably a troll, allegedly. Let's just throw that out there right now. I'm going to continue to always throw that out there. But it's weird, right? They are looking for a specific knife. Curious, why are you debating this sheath theory so hard? Because who would carry a sheath? Who would carry a large exposed knife? C's are meant for belts. These guys are just kind of debating the semantics here of this type of knife, which again, you know, just generally somebody wouldn't just be randomly holding it. I know I'm from an area where someone actually would probably have that on their belt. I'm not gonna lie. Designs by Teresa. Welcome to chat. What's going on? You spelled his name wrong in the title. It's Kohberger. Oh shit. Well, let me fix that real quick. Everybody's gonna go crazy. Thanks though. I really appreciate that. 2 seconds here. Boom. Yep. Left an R out of there, didn't I? Really appreciate that. It's going just a little bit too fast there, wasn't I? I think I got it right in the actual thumbnail though. Bam. Fix that. Sweet. Oh, actually got one more spot to fix that. Sorry. One more spot. Boom. That should do it. Yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. That shit matters, though, honestly. And I'd rather be told that than find out later. Everybody's freaking the hell out. Where was I at here? Yeah, creepy dialogue going back and forth. Yeah, they were kind of debating the semantics of who would carry a knife. I'm from an area that actually where people would totally carry these knives on their actual belts. I would guess he carried it in his hand from whatever it is he came from wherever it is he came from. A knife in a sheath could cause him a problems. True. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's they're kind of debating, like, I guess how quick he could have got it out. Which hand? I don't freaking know. Laugh out loud. Why would you even ask that? See, it's like he's getting too in depth, and he's like almost having fun with this guy right here, which is creepy as hell. So a knife wielding person walked from where and entered this house at what point with a large knife in hand? Someone who's about ready to commit a premeditated murder. If you were sneaking into someone's house looking to kill them with a knife, would you have the knife in a sheath when you entered? I think the killer had it in his hand upon entering, just in case he was confronted and forced to fight. I mean, yeah, they're just literally debating the semantics here. And this guy, Papa Rodger, is going hard on the other side of it, really. Or how did the killer hold the knife prior to entering the scene? In your opinion, I would guess he carried it in his hand. Hold on, yeah, I think I read that part. Papa Rodger, how in the hell would I know that? I'm sorry. That nobody is buying his C theory, the C theory of yours. See, I'd like to dig deep into some of these posts. Some of the, I know this is just a small snippet from one random guy that he was debating in this group, this Idaho Murders group, but I'd like to see some deep context of some of the other post that he was digging into and some of the stuff he was saying. Do you carry a knife? Asking the guy. Dude, give it a rest. You sound like a psycho. Calling him out there, though. Remember, I made the original post and you have gone down this path. Yeah, it's like you can't let go of the issue, right? Like, almost like you're wrong. No, this is how it happened. Like, that's what makes it kind of freaking creepy. Touche, welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Just looking at just a random deal here that I was sent. I really appreciate, in chat there's people speaks us who actually sent this to me, and I thought it was freaking crazy. I started reading through this and I was like, man, that is really weird. Again, whether it is the guy or not, whether it's a troll, caught my attention. Also nice, I commented on your post with my opinion on a discussion board. I should be accepting of your weird and creepy ass questions. Spilled beans. He doesn't come up in name search for the group. Yeah, this account's actually been deleted. It's been deactivated as of about, I think it was it said 10 hours ago. But I'm going to say within the last day or so at least. But I think it actually showed there was something that was some kind of activity within 10 hours ago or something. Yeah, good question, Tashay. I mean, yeah, no worries on the L. But yeah, that's a good question on what kind of knife was actually used to skin that dog from that weird dog story. Yeah, I did a short video on that. Brian Perez, welcome to chat. I'm feeling motivated by this. Man, it's crazy. Like, it's weird. Again, it's really just on the weird, creepy factor. I feel like the guy's really just pushing the envelope here on such a random, part, like such a small part to debate here. And, it's kind of just up to, at this point, it would only be up to, like, personal opinion or debate. There was very little information being given out by police, besides maybe that it was a hunting type style knife. So it is just kind of weird. Yeah, crime nerds for sure, Coco Melon. Everybody can be a crime nerd, though. Asking, yeah, he was calling him out here, continuing to. I see, that's, again, I hate to go back to that, but I'd like to see if people were regularly calling this person out. If anybody else made any, like, man, what is going on here? Realizations. Asking if you carry a knife is weird and creepy, he asks. Asking me questions like, which hand did he hold the knife in, and do you carry a knife? With no context is just strange. You were asking me questions that only the killer would know answers to. Are you suggesting that I'm the killer? The hell? I'm only responding to you. Why would you even bring up the killer? He says, odd. Sorry, I trashed your stupid Seath theory and you couldn't take it. Or is it Papa Rodger saying, no, that's what happened, bro? I don't know. Still, though, weird to see, like, the discussion in this context where somebody almost seems like they were there, or like has a little bit too much information, right? Seabolt speaks. I feel like next just to get his rocks off, he's going to ask, how sexy do we think the killer was? Coco Melon, yeah, spilled beans. I could be wrong, but I think 10 to Life made that group. Okay, that's cool. I'm not sure who 10 to Life is. Is that a YouTube channel? Sounds like it'd be a crime channel. Dude comes back. Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, I trashed your stupid Seath theory. Then says, any other brain buster theories? Maybe they found a receipt laying in the kitchen for the knife. Why are you angry? Why do you communicate like a serial killer? Wow. Okay, dude. If this was the account, like, this guy was calling it out for real. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume it's not the first time you've heard that. Always, I would love to stay in chat, but I would love to stay in chat, but I'm going to go back to living my life now. Try not to creep everyone out. Someone else jumping in. Dude, definitely gives serial killer vibes. So strange and creepy. You very likely, somebody else coming in on Papa Rodger, you very likely would be able to tell due to the time they were found and when they were found. I guess kind of just adding his idea here. Here's some more posts, though, in this University of Idaho murders group from Facebook again. The date of killings was chosen on purpose. Thoughts from December 15th. Like, it's almost like he put a question mark after that. It's like he's not even really asking a question, though. The date of killings was chosen on purpose? Question mark. Like, it's like he's saying it. Like, it seems weird to me. Like, spilled beans. I could be wrong, but I think 10 to Life made. Oh, sorry, yeah. She has a YouTube crime channel. Oh, cool. I'll check that out. Obviously, I'm a crime channel, but I love watching some crime channels also. Touch A, I can't imagine a vegan doing this. A vegan would not cut meat, as far as I know. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the vegan aspect of it, right? 4 weeks, December 10th. These are all jumbled up with the dates, but December 10th, 4 weeks in and no suspects. What is the motive? Okay, and this is 1 month, again, after the murders. Almost 1 month, 3 days shy. December 11th, 2 days shy of 1 month. How long do we think the killer was in the house? Strange questions to ask, right? I mean, I guess that's probably been asked, numerous times, but I would like to get in here to these 43 comments, though, and see what he was saying to people, right? Wish there was a little bit more of that. Tina Script, welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping by. What if his date of birth is 13 since his birthday month is November? Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, that'll be interesting to find out. I'll try to remember that. Your comment, actually, if we can, and when we find out his birthday right off, which we probably could. Let's see. I would keep moving forward here just a little bit. How long do we think the killer was in the... Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, I read that part. What do we think is the height and weight of the killer? See, those are strange questions. Am I crazy there? Am I weird thinking that's a strange question? Asking people in a Facebook group, December 12th, when everybody's just hot and heavy trying to, find the killer. A lot of people's going down extremely bad leads and blaming people that did not need to be blamed, but that seems like a weird question out the gate. He's not even like putting it with anything else. He's not like, I don't know. What do you think is the height and weight of the killer? Like I think I'm just coming at it from my point of view. I don't think I would ever have stated anything like that during my time in the last month and a half trying to figure out what was going on. And that's me just looking at, actual news articles and the little bit of leaks here and there that we got and people online, sleuthing. But I don't think I would have ever just went out of my... In an actual I wasn't in any Facebook groups for this, I will admit that. But even in a bunch of comments, you're leaving comments. I'm on TikTok. I post TikTok videos, so I was in discussions on there. You're on YouTube, of course, you're in discussions. I don't think I ever just came right out and said, what do you think is the height and weight of the killer with no other context, I think is the weirdest part about it. Like, where does that just come from? Again, I wish I could see a little bit deeper into that. Rick Star, hey, welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping by on this Monday afternoon. Coco Melon, you're wondering if they got the wrong man. Talking to Touche, spilled beans. It's like he is interviewing so he can use the answers in a paper he is going to write. Does sort of sound like that. It sounds weird. Seabolt speaks. How would you even know? What do we think is the height of the killer? Yeah, that's why it's weirdly worded. Like, that's what's tripping me out. Like, there's nothing here at all. I'm literally looking at a Facebook page for the Idaho murders where I'm sure everybody and their mom made a post or gave their 2 cents, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. I did the same thing. We all did the same thing probably. But his are so specifically weirdly worded, the questions, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too far off here. Seabolt speaks. Yeah, Rick Star, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Seabolt speaks. I don't think you can tell a killer's height by stab wounds, right? Brian Perez, welcome to chat. Thank you for dropping by. I wonder how many people wonder how it feels to stab somebody. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm about to move on a little bit before I'm trying to catch up on chat, though. Touche to Coco Melon. I was just wondering about the whole frat theory. Who knows? And how can he be so stupid to use his father's car? Yeah, there's a part that I'm coming up on here that I was looking through this before I actually went live. I was just I didn't look at everything in great detail, but I was just kind of having my mind blown by flipping through. There's a part about the car that I'll mention once we get to that. I thought it was interesting that this guy, Papa Rodger, says... Love Tina 2010, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Happy Monday. I don't think people's answers were good enough. I think he had to commit to answer them himself, right? Yeah. And that's, I guess, if we're like really, again, allegedly speculating that this could potentially be, Bryan, that I'm not going to even, again, it could be a troll. A lot of the videos we've been making, it's a potential possibility. I'm not going out on a limb here and saying this is the guy, but the wording and the way he says stuff is suspicious. Super sus is what I'm really getting at here. Coco Melon, touche. How? Yeah, that is dumb to use a vehicle. Yeah, I'm with you guys there. Wait till we get that one part. It's just funny to me. Let's see here. December 21st. Regardless of what has been released, I believe this is a sexually motivated crime. Just coming right out and saying stuff like that. I don't know. Did the killer drive, walk, or some combination of both to the scene? Okay. He's trying to throw somebody off right now, right? What was the date that all the information? I think that was, this is December 20th, so this isn't that long ago. Yeah, this is right before Christmas, right before he made his trip back with his father, right? So he was probably freaking out. Everybody knows about the Elantra. Everybody knows about the white Elantra. How do you think he got there? Do you guys think he, might have walked over there to the scene? He does say drive here, but hold on. We're going to get to that one part. A knife is a very risky weapon if you know who you are going to murder 4 people. Do we think the killer also had another weapon, such as a stun gun? And yeah, why would you? I was hoping that there would be a little bit of the rest of this on the next page. It doesn't seem that there is. So he's just bringing it up out of nowhere as a stun gun could have been possibly used. That would actually be interesting to know, because the police probably could have. They could have definitely told if a stun gun was used on these victims, I would say. So that would be interesting to kind of find out and know, actually. And now you could kind of mix that with, all of this alleged possible, is this Papa Rodger guy in the know here? Because I haven't seen anybody else mention or say anything about a stun gun. So that's kind of strange. I love Tina. Hey, I see Brian filling that out too. Frank, welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping in. He drove the car, their car with the car. Yeah, him and his dad drove the car back to PA. And then, I've been seeing all this stuff about his dad flew out, I guess, to Washington, and then they drove back the entire time being tracked by the FBI. And then I read an article yesterday, I think it was last night actually, it was pretty interesting. It was just kind of talking about how the FBI would have done this, and all the different, because, they're crossing different state lines, and they would have had to have been, I guess, dealing with different branches of the FBI going through the states, and really just they would pass off, I guess, when they would go into a different state on the interstate driving, and that's kind of smart too. You probably would want different cars. You wouldn't just want one car telling them the whole time. That would get suspicious. But just imagine, it's almost like a movie though, thinking about it like that. And then it was interesting, I guess, when they got into actual Pennsylvania, in the area he was actually, his parents live in, and he was arrested in, I guess it's like a smaller rural type area, and they just can't have anybody lurking on their street, right? I mean, it's going to become noticeable. It looked like a street that, and I think it was even in a gated community. So yeah, I'd like to see how close they could actually get. Were they up in the trees? Were they back in the woods behind the house? But just reading it was very interesting, just kind of seeing how they tailed and came and followed them for all the way across the country. I mean, Washington to Pennsylvania, that's a truck right there. Spilled beans. Oh wow, if that's him, he just told how he got the upper hand on him. That's true, spilled beans, right? Yeah, because if this is the dude, allegedly, speculation, 100%, I'm out there. But if this is the dude, if Papa Rodgers is this cat, and he's there fighting, say Ethan, somebody that could have maybe got the advantage at one point, and you have a stun gun, and you can get up under a rib cage. If you can get them in the neck, you can get them in the face, you can get them anywheres. You can definitely get the upper hand. And then if you're also carrying a massive hunting knife, yeah, that's an interesting. I would like to see. In the way, this might be the comments on that, is it? No, this is comments on something else. I would like to see the comments on the stun gun part there. That's weird, man. That's weird. Frank, hey, yeah, what's up, man? Thank you. Cowboy, what's happening? Thanks for dropping by. The killer trained in boxing and ran 6 miles a day. I heard these kids were drunk and asleep. They didn't have a chance. Now, that's true. The dude, I've been reading that he's a boxer. We've on past streams, we kind of went over how tall he was. He was an imposing looking dude, and and I even went over Ethan a little bit. Again, no disrespect to Ethan whatsoever, but he was more of a scrawny type of guy. So, but with the mention of the stun gun, that goes even further to say, and to your point, drunk kids, that aren't there for a fight or looking for a fight. They're in the privacy of their home. They did everything right? They locked the doors. But, and I've said this before, and this is no disrespect to the dead either, to the girls, to anybody, in the food truck footage, you can hear the slurred speech from Maddie and Kaylee. So they were definitely intoxicated coming from the corner club. There's no disrespect there whatsoever, but it's just truth. But yeah, Frank, yes, his father flew out and drove back with him. Love Tina 2010. Wow, interesting about the stun gun, because him wanting to know such intense questions. He would have gone through the murder slow and feeling everything intensely. And then here on Facebook, excuse me, here on Facebook, it's almost like he's wanting to relive this a little bit, right? If this is the guy, allegedly, have to keep saying that. The shit freaks me out. But Papa Rodger, allegedly, potentially, just bringing up a stun gun. Yeah. And then maybe wanting to relive the memories in his head. He's like, no one's talking about how I did this, right? No one's talking about a stun gun. Yeah, it's interesting. It's weird. It's creepy. Tracy Songs Price, new name. Thanks for joining me here, and welcome to chat. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks for joining me. 4 days after the incident, he applied for Washington tags on that car. He knew he was recorded. Yeah, that's what's and if this is the guy, again, just a suspect, we got to see the proof, whatever. I again believe they have to have 100%. They have to know this is the guy. They wouldn't be doing this if they didn't. But yeah, I would like to know how bad he was freaking out when they knew that when they started dropping the information on the white Elantra, right? Like, he had to have been freaking out. He had to have been having absolute panic attacks. Like, I would love to have seen that, or a way to see that. But yeah, if that's true, then he knew. Coco Melon asking if that's true. Love Tina. Yeah. Frankie had a broken nose. Do a comparison with the TikTok video and see if that dude's nose is broken. I could do that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we kind of analyzed the nose of one of the pictures the other day on one of the CNN pictures, and I believe it was JB Gunner that was in chat that actually acknowledged that. And again, he did bring up the fact and the point that he did box, and it is easy to get your nose broken in boxing, but to your point, at the same time, you could still analyze that. Tracy Songs Price saw it on another channel that has studied the case. Oh, cool. Awesome. Cowboy, did you guys hear of a weird guy getting kicked out of the corner club the night of the victims were there? Yeah, I'd heard about I believe one of the Jacks. I mean, I don't remember which one at this point, but I believe one of them had been kicked out. One of the hoodie guy, I'm guessing that's what everyone was saying, at least then. Love Tina 2010. Yes, someone got kicked out. I heard Frank broken nose was the first thing I saw. Yeah, that nose was crooked. And I didn't see it at first, honestly, until it was mentioned, and then you could see it. And it was the way the light hit it, right? Like in a if anybody watches boxing or MMA or anybody that in life, I mean, hell, we've all probably known somebody that's had a broken nose before. But yeah, that nose had a little bit of a crook. It wasn't straight. Let's just say that. Yeah, Cowboy, I wonder if it was the killer that got kicked out of the corner club. Yeah, right. I mean, and that's what I've alleged too many times, and that's where I'm at now. We keep going back to why and how was what was the connection with these guys, right? How did he know these girls? And I think it's the bar scene. I think that's what it was, and maybe it was him getting kicked out being creepy that night, possibly. Touche Cowboy, yes, but haven't heard if it was him. Coco Melon, that TikToker seems to have straight blonde hair. Shelby Williams, welcome to chat, new name. Thank you for dropping by. If this Papa Rodger is him, it seems like he wanted to relive. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Relive everything and see everyone's theories. So twisted. Or throw other theories out and steer people to think other things. That's true, right? Yeah. He could really just be creepy and weird and trying to mess with people. Good point. Frank, I'm a fighter, I know. Yeah, okay. Good point, too. Hell. All right, let's see here. A little bit deeper. December 21st, regardless. Oh, no, this was the stun gun part. Okay. All right. Still, that's one of the weirdest things I've seen yet. I didn't even see that through my initial run through there. Okay, December 15th. The killer has a sexual dysfunction. Thoughts? He's just saying it. Just I have a sexual dysfunction is what he's basically just said. Papa Rodger, allegedly. Yes, he also likes his steak medium. Yeah, even the first comment is basically the joke I just made. It's like, huh? Like, what? And he's just like, yeah, he's just what? And then he's going to get offended when somebody makes a joke out of it, right? I wonder how many people in this group kind of got wind of it and were talking about it. Like, who is this weirdo? December 20th. A knife is a very risky weapon. If you know you are going to murder 4 people, do you think the killer also had another weapon, such as a stun gun or another knife? That might have been the other part again here. But yeah, okay. Here's where he mentioned the stun gun. Why did the killer choose that house over all the others in the area? Someone commented here, Papa Rodger, because that's how you escaped, Bryan. Whoa, see, people were already in this group turned on to this, right? They already kind of knew, or was feeling rather, or getting the vibe that Papa Rodger was not who he says he is, or potentially someone else, right? I mean, yeah, the vibe's there, man. Again, if it's a troll, fine. I mean, it's just kind of strange. Cowboy, the killer had a history of getting kicked out of bars for creepy comments. Whoa, okay. I think I did read something about something with some girls. Yeah. There's been so much coming out. It's coming out like a floodgate. And I'm on this Reddit page. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I'm always trying to find any kind of news. And this one came from again, Seabolt Speaks here in the chat. Yeah, and if you guys ever see anything, yeah, send it. Drop it in a comment or something. But at the same time, there's so much coming out. But I think I did read something about him being creepy to girls, and I don't want to use the word stalker, but I mean that's probably what was happening, right? Oh yeah, and there was some other stuff. There was the footage that Plundered, that YouTube channel, found. I think we talked about that the other night with the body cam footage of the girl that wasn't related to the murders, but her suitcase had been messed with. The panties had been stuck in the mailbox, I believe it was. And then I believe that I had read recently that there was another thing, a girl, maybe it was a police report, but in the vicinity and in the area, that someone's windowsill had DNA on it or something. I'm not sure if somebody heard somebody outside the window. Again, I'm doing a terrible job of actually explaining this, but I wish I'd have saved it. But it was something along those lines of another case that was actually documented with a police report in October, I believe it was. And I believe the girl with the panty thing was in October, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, he was probably clearly lurking. If this is him allegedly and not whatever, whoever did this was lurking that area, trying to find a victim or victims. Just crazy, man. It's creepy. Touche Frank, first thing I thought was, why didn't he get his nose fixed? He was waiting to see if they caught anybody else, right? Tracy Song's Price, go check out Crime Circus video. It is crazy. That's where the info came from. Crime Circus is a crazy channel. I do like that dude. He's very unique, right? Very unique crime video maker. I like that guy. But he has his info. Makes really cool edits too. I dig his stuff. Let's see, Cowboy. This has been such a wild case. That was Seabolt, sorry. Cowboy, this is my theory. Killer was harassing Maddie and Kaylee. The girls told Adam, and he kicks Killer out of bar, and that's why Kaylee asked Maddie what she told Maddie. Let me read that again. I'm sorry. This is my theory. Killer was harassing Maddie and Kaylee. The girls tell Adam, and he kicks the killer out of the bar, and that's why Kaylee asked Maddie. Oh, okay, gotcha, yeah. I could see that. I mean, they were freaked out. The bartender, Adam, kicks this weirdo out of the bar. No, it's got to be something like that. It's got to be something like that. I wish we had more details. The pieces that we have are so vague. We have seconds of details. The longest thing we have is the food truck thing, and it's not really enough at all. Jay Jones, welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping by. I have a folding knife with a serrated edge. Oh, you're on that list, bro. What are you doing out here? My God, I should take that out of chat just to save you. Shelby Williams, welcome to chat. Good theory, Cowboy. Actually, you might have already been in chat. Good theory, Cowboy. I truly still wonder what was said to Adam, if it's even related, because if it's somehow related, that would be wild. That's true. It's the inflection in Kaylee's voice, I think, in that video that's kind of weird. Again, it's such a small clip. It's terrible audio even. It's garbage. But to me, my personal opinion, take that however you want, I think we're still allowed that today. It sounds to me like there's a little bit of inflection in Kaylee's voice that's almost like distressed when she's saying, Maddie, what did you say to Adam? I don't know. Coco Melon, Cowboy, or he tried to hit Xana or Maddie at the Greek restaurant and they made him feel silly. Love Tina, Cowboy, very possible. Touche talking to Cowboy, love Tina. Hopefully Adam and Jack can identify him being there, yes. Amy M, welcome to chat, new name. Thank you for dropping by on this Monday afternoon. Really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah, jump in here. Appreciate you dropping by, though. I can't wait until he's in court in Idaho so I can find out some more. Yeah, I think tomorrow, right? Is that happening tomorrow? I had something pulled up. that it could be happening. Could be extradited Tuesday night. Yep.
Peak Reservoir this Idaho, though. Hundreds of people.
1 second. So I can get that going here.
People plunged into the icy cold waters of Lucky Peak Reservoir this morning for the 20th annual Polar Bear Challenge. The event aims to raise money for Idaho.
It doesn't actually sound like it at all, does it? It was just a random video on this. Let me refresh. Sometimes the videos do something weird on here. Here we go.
Welcome to the Sunday News at 10. I'm Doug Petcash. The family of 28-year-old Bryan Kohberger, a suspect in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students in Moscow, released a statement earlier today on his arrest. The family expressed their condolences for the victims and said they'll, quote, let the legal process unfold, and as a family will love and support our son and brother. They also said, we have fully cooperated with law enforcement agencies in an attempt to seek the truth and promote his presumption of innocence. Kohberger is a graduate student at Washington State University in Pullman and works as a teacher's assistant in criminology. This is his mugshot. In an interview with NBC, the public defender representing Kohberger in the extradition proceedings says Kohberger will waive the extradition hearing and could be back in Idaho Tuesday night or early Wednesday. We'll have more from that attorney coming up in just a little bit. Kohberger is accused of the murders of Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen,
yeah, so hopefully we can get him back here.
Ethan
I'm not going to watch all this, obviously, but hopefully get him back here sooner than later. To your point there, Amy. Cowboy, I meant to tell Adam. Bullets for Dinner, cool name. Welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping by. Hello on this Monday. Happy New Year. Coco Melon, it would be funny if he can prove he wasn't in Moscow on that weekend and the whole world has made him freak for nothing. And I mean, God, that would be crazy. That would be insane if there's any way to prove that. Amy M, he's in court in Pennsylvania tomorrow. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's where he appears. And I guess he could be actually moving maybe Tuesday night into Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday he could get into Idaho possibly, I think was what it was actually saying. Hearing at 3:30 to waive. Love Tina. Coco, no matter what, he can't explain away his blood in that house and combined with their blood. Yeah, right. There's the DNA. Like, that's why they have arrested him. Like, they have some kind of proof, 100%. Tache, my hat's a Coco Melon. Don't say he wasn't in Moscow that weekend. Yeah, there's no way, man. I don't know. I can't believe that. You have to still say allegedly. He's just a suspect, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but they're not arresting that dude in this type of fashion and it not be legit. There's no way. Yeah, Cowboy, we're gonna find out a lot tomorrow, 100%. If I read this part here, let's see. December 20th. A knife is a very risky weapon. I was seeing if I'd read that. It's a very risky weapon. If you know who you're going to kill 4 people. I think I did read that. Why did the killer choose the house over all the other houses in the area? Yeah, this person was calling him Brian. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let me move on here. How did the killer leave the scene? Did he clean up at all? December 13th. Weird question to ask that we have no clue about, honestly. How could anybody outside of the case? And here he is answering somebody. Somebody said, I think we should give them the dignity they deserve and not theorize on where their bodies were. So he's out here talking where the bodies are placed. This is a discussion of the case. You are participating by choice. Papa Rodger, the 4 victims didn't participate by choice. You are a sick individual. Glad you were locked up. Whoa. This was from... Whoa, okay, look at the timing on this. This initial interaction was from 3 weeks ago. This person came back 2 hours, whenever this was taken. This has been recent because this is now gone. You can't find this. These are screenshots, I believe, because the Papa Rodger's account is now missing or been taken down, probably because of all the traction it's about or getting. But she came back and said, we know. Or maybe Facebook took it down. Maybe they know, right? Thanos, welcome to chat. Great name. Let me see. What did I miss here? Coco Melon. He would be... I'm not sure what you're saying there about every YouTuber. Frank and the girls only live 2 blocks from the vegan restaurant. He could find out where they lived easily. Super easily, right? Easily probably follow them. And I don't know. That's crazy. That's creepy as hell to think about. Coco, and think about he was probably doing it to multiple women, probably figuring out who would have been the easiest targets, whose guards were down. It's just crazy he went into a house with that many people. That's what's still wild to me. Coco Melon, he would be, I said that again. I'm not really sure what you're trying to say there, Coco Melon. Thanos, not really as easy as you think. Go out right now and try to start stalking somebody. I bet they figure out who you are in the cops that get called on you before you're able to even get very far. Don't do that, first of all, but I do get your point, though, Thanos. Love Tina. Coco, did you know him? Let's all calm down. AZ, new name, what's up? Welcome to chat. It ate, not a vegan restaurant. Let's see your next message here. Did the killer stop at 4 victims out of exhaustion, convenience, or lack of knowledge? That is a weird statement to make. It's not even a question. Yeah, okay, it's a question. He's asking, did the killer? But it's a weird question to ask. It's so specific. I don't know. I haven't seen anything else in this case from any other commenters, people like you, people like me that are, have been discussing this case openly on the internet for a month and a half now. I've not seen anything this creepy, honestly. I'm sure it's out there. I know there's trolls, and I've even had trolls in comments that I've deleted, but I don't know. It's weird, man. It's giving off a crazy vibe to me. Yo, AZ. Hey, please subscribe if you're not. Everybody that's in here, 188 people in here. Hell yeah. Welcome, guys. If you're just chilling or you're having to subscribe, please subscribe. Go back and check out some of my other videos. I post a lot of crime stuff. I do a lot of mini doc stuff about stuff other than this case also. But yeah, thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Happy New Year. Randomly thought I'd get on here today. I was lucky enough to be off today for the holiday. So while I was actually editing a video, this came through again by one of my friends. I thought I'd jump on and talk about it. Thoughts on the body placement from December 8th, Papa Rodger. And he's actually placed, a lot of the stuff that we're familiar with here, the pictures, the blood actually seeping through the walls here. That was one of the creepiest photos to leak out. It almost looks like it's not even, like it's from a movie scene or something. And you can see the first floor here, bedroom A, bedroom B, the halls, the bath. And you can see the upstairs. Just weird, right? Here he is talking about Google Trends. December 8th. Google Trends show the search history for the house by date. Lots of Thursday activity. What do you think? I'm not even sure I understand what he's saying there. Love Tina. The guy behind the mask had some pretty shaped eyes, didn't they? Did I miss something there? Frank, the meat is vegetable-based meat at the Mad Greek. Okay. Amy M, it's so fake meat at Mad Greek. AZ, no, Mad Greek serves lamb, pork, and beef. Slade L, welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping by. I was talking to you on Twitter. Really appreciate what you dropped me earlier. Look how much Papa Rodger's pics looks like Bryan. I thought it was him when I first saw it. I did too. That's what actually made me chill a little bit. When I actually first got this, seen the picture, I was like, whoa, this is totally the dude. Like, and again, I know that it's been like, that's an old actual classic poster, but I think he picked that for a reason. Let's see. Slade, I just read Mad Greek also has salads and stuff. Thanos, no, it's not. It is not veggie-based meat. Go look at their menu. It's real meat. Takes 5 minutes to go read their entire menu. I haven't actually I've heard that name, and I've heard people talk about this restaurant, but I haven't really dove into that. AZ, it's a Greek restaurant pizza joint with one vegan option. Kira's amazing vegan pizza. I've never actually been to a place that just has vegan in the name. Or I know this is called Mad Greek, but if it's specifically Greek vegan, which I know you guys are also saying that it's not, and they serve plenty of meat. But I have been to plenty of places that have dank ass vegan that my friends that eat vegan like that also serves dank ass meat. Yeah, Slade L. Yeah, I really appreciate you finding me on Twitter too. Anybody in here, man? Search Publicly Buzz on Twitter, Facebook. You should find me on their TikTok. I try to post content on there also. Thanos, nowhere on their website or menu do they advertise being vegan. Go look at their menu. They serve plenty of meat. Dope. Love Tina 2010. I was just thinking about the person behind the mask. Sorry for being out of subject. Slade L, exactly, Buzz. Coco Melon, that's okay. Thanos, first thing on the menu is a chicken plate. Laugh out loud, not vegan. Let's just go look. How about that? What are we looking for here? Online ordering. The Greek sampler. Bowl of soup. So I'd say that these pizzas definitely have some meat on them. I'm trying to find Greek Philly. This is a lamb, right? Like, Seabolt speaks. It's unless it's garden vegan chicken tenders. Laugh out loud. Az, if he was OCD about his veganism, I don't see him eating vegan there. Thanos, go back and use the 3 tabs for the menu option. Yeah, maybe hold on. Oh, I do see a menu here. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. My bad. Yeah, here we go. Your choice of lamb or beef, grilled pork. Yeah, they do. They definitely do both. Good call there, Thanos. Coco Melon, I need to swim. Okay, have a good swim, bro. Thanks for dropping by, though, for real, Coco Melon. You're always first in chat. Really appreciate that. Seabolt speaks. Yeah, I know a lot of vegans. Only 2 will eat at a restaurant that serves any kind of meat. I know like 30 vegans. 2 aren't militant. Yeah, vegans can be pretty extreme. Love Tina, I can't imagine having OCD. Must be awful. Amy M, it doesn't say it's plant-based meats. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me move forward here just a little bit. Yeah, here's the picture. I think it's the nose. It's just I mean, you know, so many people have this, like, it's the cheekbones, you know, it's the longer nose. And again, I know that somebody, I think it was actually Coco Melon that said that T-Rev was kind of looking at this photo, and they found out that in a Google search that this was like an old painting. Here's that picture there. I've seen this one. I don't know if that one's ever actually been proven. The one you can see the man behind the white launcher there. Welcome, Pollyanna Nelson. Hope I didn't butcher that. Thank you for joining. Drunk Turkey Show. Papa Rodger recently posted after the arrest. Oh, whoa. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Drunk Turkey Show. Also, you guys have an awesome-ass show. Thanks for joining the chat. But, yeah, hasn't that actually been taken down? Like, is the Papa Rodger account, has that been taken down, like, within the last, like, 10 hours or so? AZ, I'd rather eat a vegan than eat vegan. All right, wow. A little bit of cannibalism in the talk here. Not sure if that's allowed. John Doe, welcome to chat. Thanks for hanging out. Pizza is vegan if you order it with, if you order without. Thanos, I don't feel like the restaurant theory is adding up. Has the one about his sister living near the victims checked out at all? Yeah, I only heard that right out the gate. Right out the gate, I heard them saying, yeah, the sister lived close by. Maybe that was something. And if that would have been true, that would have 100% probably been the connection, right? He'd have been in the area. It wouldn't have been weird that he was in the area. He'd had access to the area where the girls lived anyways. That's really creepy to think about. But I do remember that, but I don't think anything ever checked out past the first hour. Frank was a shot in the dark, so it's not an exclusive vegan restaurant. It's a totally Greek menu. John Doe, French onion soup is vegan. Man, y'all making me hungry now. Thanos, pizza and French soup have cheese, though. Isn't that also vegan? Love Tina. French onion soup is the best. Slade L. There is a pic of Bryan from his graduation that looks like almost like Papa Rodger, but I cannot post it in chat. Yeah, send that to me on Twitter. Frank, eat vegan. Drunk Turkey Show, thank you. Yeah, he posted, and then I believe it was taken down. He claimed he was fishing, which is why he hadn't posted. Then I believe it was taken down. Okay, interesting. Yeah, thanks for jumping in chat today, though, Drunk Turkey Show. Y'all do some good stuff, man. Yeah, I've watched a bunch of your streams. Honey Bun, what's up? Welcome back, Honey Bun. Good to see you. You were in some of the crazy streams over the weekend. I don't think that someone who would require family members to get new pots and pans would eat at a restaurant. That's the weirdest part. One of the weirdest parts to me. Anata C, welcome back. Thanks for joining on this midday on a Monday. Vegan also means no cheese, no butter. Elk are vegan, and deer and all grazing animals, not necessarily a human vegan. Touche, laugh out loud, A to Z, but I feel better eating animals. Honey Bun, hey. Yeah, I'm glad you dropped by. Tori Strickland, I believe that's a new name. Thanks for dropping by, chat. Subscribe if everybody in here, 263 people, holy crap. Subscribe. If you haven't clicked subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications when I drop. Again, I do tons of different stuff. I've been doing this case, but I do other cases. I am new to the field, but I'm trying to jump in, and I'll be going live a lot more often also. Yeah, you guys definitely make it a lot more fun to do that and kind of do some sleuth online investigative work here. But I'm just a guy online looking at this stuff. Allegedly will be said plenty of times. Slade-L, okay, we'll tweet it to you. Thank you. AZ, internet rumor about Zaina taking a class from BK. Love Tina 2010. High Drunk Turkey Show. I'm so glad they dropped in, man. That's cool as hell. That's awesome. Thanos, that restaurant looks so tiny inside. If there is a guy being weird, I feel like it would have been noticed. I had this perception of a big restaurant where he could hide in the corner. Frank, I clicked it, man. Thank you, dude. Frank, really appreciate it, bro. That's awesome. What else we got here? December 22nd, day 39. The killer is not in the victim's immediate circle. He's just making a statement. Like, he's not asking. And this is getting late, right? This is right before he's about to make the trip with his dad for Christmas, right? Allegedly. Again, Papa Rodger. I'm not saying this is the dude. Day 39. The killer is the killer is not in the victim's immediate circle. The killer is not a student. Thoughts? See, he added a question at the end, but this first part is an absolute statement. The killer is not a student. Trying to throw him off, right? Or maybe not an Idaho student anyways. December 21st. Can someone post actual evidence showing where the bodies were found? It's a weird one. December 21st. This guy was posting all day, every day. I know this won't be popular, but this is where I think the victims were found. Now that's weird. And can we see that? Is that one isn't that you can't actually see what he posted there. What the hell? Weird as shit. Slade-L, check your Twitter. Yeah, let me see here. Let me get on Twitter. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it's the side profile, right? Whoa. I mean, that's what triggered me just from the front, but from the side, it's way freaking creepier. I mean, I know it's probably potentially nothing, and I'm probably just working myself up and working you guys up too, but it's freaking weird, man. Yeah, thanks for sending me that, Slade. That's awesome. Yeah, anybody on Twitter, go search Publicly Buzzed. I'm trying to get more active on there. Love Tina, no, Frank, no prob. Yeah, man, really appreciate that, Frank. Honestly, that's going to help me out majorly. Red Funky Heart, hell yeah. Nice name. Welcome. New name in chat. Thank you so much. From Yorkshire, UK. New sub. Awesome. Yeah, people all over. I love it. Yeah, welcome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the content. Drunk Turkey Show, hello. We all just subbed to your channel. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much, man. Yeah, let's work together. Let's get something going. Hell yeah. Like that. Cowboy hanging out. Not a C. I'm always stunned with militant vegans want to practically eat people for daring to have an egg or butter. Hypocrisy much. 100% agree there. Honey Bun, dude is creepy, allegedly. Yeah, I have to say it. I have to throw that out there, or I don't want to get sued. We live in a weird time, guys. Thanos, the death row inmate, also said the killer wasn't in immediate circle. He was right about that. Also, the inmate also said he lived in a 50-mile radius. Edith Walsh, new name. Welcome to chat. Thanks. Really appreciate it. Oh, we got the date of birth. Hell yeah, you were listening in 11/21/94. Okay, so not 11/13. But hell yeah, that's some that rules. I'm glad you were listening and looked that up. I could have totally looked that up, but I didn't. I appreciate that, Edith. Thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't. Tashay, talking to the Drunk Turkey Show. Love your channel. They do some cool stuff, man. Anybody in here that has not subscribed to them, go check out their content. They pump it out too. Frank, I said the first day he wasn't far away from the scene. Anata C liked your show yesterday. Blah, talking to Drunk Turkey Show. Slade-L. That's what I thought as well, and indeed we do not know. Yeah, also Slade-L. Go follow them on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel. And they just started following me on Twitter as well. They're definitely invested here. Holly Priest, new name. Thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. I wonder if Ethan broke Brian's nose. I've seen somebody else allude to that also, and I hope that's what happened, right? I know he was a boxer before, and that's what a lot of people have kind of said. I've even said that. It's very likely that he did have his nose broken prior. But yeah, I hope Ethan got one off on the dude, quite honestly. Love Tina 2010. The earlobes are different, huh? From Pick and Brian. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that's him. Yeah. You talking about the two, the actual pictures, the one from Twitter and the actual picture on Facebook? Baby D, new name. Thanks. I'm new here to check out the channel. I'm liking it so far. Thank you for giving me a chance. I hope you enjoy the stuff. Go check out the backlog of stuff. I'm gonna do mini doc type stuff on different cases, but of course I've been jumping on this one because it's called the entire nation emotionally. But I really appreciate it, Baby D. Thank you so much for giving me a chance. Seabolt Speaks, I'll peep it. I'm gonna peep it out. Drunk Turkey Show. Yes, check them out, Seabolt. They do really good stuff. Thanos, Ethan was most likely attacked in his sleep but wandered into the hall confused where he died if the 4chan post is indeed the killer. And yeah, I've read some of that where they said that he died in the hallway or the doorway, allegedly. Frank Minning, he lived close by. HH4, Herman Munster Doppelganger. He could have definitely played him, couldn't he? Rob Zombie should have reached out to this dude. Also, new name, HH4. Thanks. Welcome to chat. Hope you're subscribed. Love Tina 2010. Yes. And not a C. I too thought he was too poor to get a new car and too much of an outsider to be in a frat, and that he was nearby. Can you believe his dad flew out and they drove back in the pen together? That's crazy. And we've kind of discussed that a little bit, the vibe of that situation, right? He's in a car pinned up with this guy for so long. Now, this is the actual weirdo on Facebook making these posts. It's obviously racing around in his head. He would have. I don't know. We've kind of discussed that on past streams, but the parents, they could they have felt anything noticed he was off, which they've also said that he was aggressive and but the stuff that I've really read was 10 years ago. That stuff is coming out of high school, right? He's 28 years old now. The stuff that's really the information that I've really seen is he took up boxing, he became aggressive, but that was when he would have been 17 or 18. We have a whole gap of a 10-year period here that I don't really know what was going on because they're not giving us any information. I'm really just kind of rambling to myself here, but I don't know. Fact, would have had two black eyes when nose was broken. Fact, yeah, would that have had time to heal though? That was what, a month and a half. And Strychnine, good name. Thanks. Welcome to chat. I'm new here as well. Let's see what you got. Thank you. Really appreciate the opportunity and the chance. Cowboy, his lawyer is going to use the contamination crime scene defense because personal belongings were taken from the scene. A to Z. Nobody from his class mentioned visible injuries Monday after the incident. They mentioned odd behavior, no broken nose. Mark Craven, new name in chat. Welcome. Thank you for dropping by. New subscriber here. Do you think this guy has killed before? That's a good question. Just off the top of my head, I do. I think that he's probably killed before, right? Like, what are they going to pull up with this guy? And now there's the weird connection, which I posted on that yesterday. If this guy was studying the BTK killer and he was stalking other girls prior to this, how brazen is this dude? He's obviously pretty brazen to go into a house with 6 people in it and kill 4 of them. And who's to say he wasn't going to try to kill 6, right? Who knows what happened in there? Maybe he ran away freaked out after 4 of them. Obviously, his DNA was somewhere. Was he leaking? Was he bleeding out? I don't know. There's so many questions there. But I think that he probably did before. Grizzy8, thanks. Welcome. New name in chat. Hope you subscribe. That's definitely not him. Oh, you don't think that's him, actually? And again, it could totally be a troll, but you don't think it's actually him making these posts on Facebook? Roberto Gomez, new name. Welcome to chat. Who cleaned the car before the ride along home? Was it him or a paid company? Good question. Honey Bun, I would be shocked. Well, lost that chat there. I would be shocked if he did this before. I think in his own mind he did this perfectly, but wasn't as smart as he thought. He clearly wasn't as smart as he thought, right? Socrates, and I'm going to butcher that last name. Arguar, I apologize. I'm sorry, but welcome to chat. Thank you for being here. Can his father be charged for aiding and abetting and murderer accessory to the murder? If he knew, if there's any point they knew, right? Like, I mean, I do. I've said it before. I do feel bad for the parents, especially if they didn't know, and if they just had feelings, that's another thing. But unless he basically said, "I did this," and then even if that was before Christmas, right? Like, that father should have done something. But that's a question that I would like to see answered. I'd like to see a little bit more from the parents, but at the same time, they got to be freaked out. The emotions have to be running so high. The lawyer made that. Drop the info through the parents, I guess, where they basically were saying they're going to be standing behind their son, though. So if they're going to be standing behind their son and it comes out any way possible that they did know, then yeah, that could possibly or could potentially come back on the father or the mother, I would think. Cowboy, he thinks he's going to be exonerated. Tracy Songs Price, BTK got his bachelor degree in criminal justice, I think. Yeah, he did. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. I've been reading a little bit about that case, and I think he did. He was kind of using that against the police, right? He was talking to the police in his own community while killing people for 30 years. Tashe Mark, that's a good question. Susie, new sub. Thank you so much for dropping by. Really appreciate the sub. Don't forget to click the bell as well so you can see any content that I drop. Thank you so much. Anata C, like Brian Laundrie's parents, and we should not abuse or spoil our children. We have this to learn from the honor to the deceased. Yeah, I agree with that. That was some weird stuff with his parents, right? GGS, welcome to chat. New name. Thanks for dropping by. He has Roberto Gomez. Was the car scrubbed clean? Did they call the cleaner? Right? Love Tina 2010. I think he jumped in the bed of a truck due to the blood, and yes, I believed he had help. Honey Bun, please leave your DNA on the like button. Oh man, Honey Bun, thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, anybody in here, please, if you haven't hit like, please hit that like button. Please subscribe, like, share, yeah, all that good stuff. I've really been blown away by all the love that I've been getting here the last month into this weekend. It's really awesome. Honey Bun, thank you so much. Always looking out. Robert Gomez, bloody clothes. Did he change before leaving? Good question. That's a great question. It's kind of alludes to some of these weird questions that Papa Rodger's asking in here. John Doe, he's a vegan to virtue signal in front of a family and friends. People with no virtues often virtue signal, and the pots and pans thing is not about OCD. It's obviously about manipulation. That is a great comment, actually. That's a good comment. Welcome, John Doe. Thank you. HH4, your first kill isn't going to be a 6-room party pad, right? Right? That's my point exactly. That's a brazen move, man. Frank, Honey Bun, you're right. He thought he was smarter than everybody else. Love Tina. And who knows, for someone who responded to his questionnaire, yeah, I'd like to know the people that actually did respond to that. I'd like to see some of those interviews. Mika Cream, new name. Thanks for dropping in the chat. Thank you for dropping by. He planned for Ethan and Kaylee. Weren't supposed to be there, but he still did 4 because of OCD. Pretty specific comment there. Sled A, many killers use drugs when planning a crime. This I know about killers, not saying BK is one. Drugs would make him feel and be stronger and not think clearly. Lots of people often use drugs. I watched a YouTube video. I can't remember the guy's name, but it's a really freaking well made. But there was these bank robbers, and they were just like doing banks, I think all over LA, just killing them in the mid 90s, many years, like 5-6 years. Yeah, but before they would go in, and I forget the drug they would take a drug that would suppress their stress or their nervous system, or their nerves rather. I'm probably saying this, I'm butchering the way I'm saying this, but so they basically wouldn't have any emotion while they're in there doing these highly stressful, intense moments and situations. And in this, and one of them, they actually ended up getting in this crazy shootout with the police, and they were really calm during it. Like, even in the video, it's pretty crazy to watch just because of how calm these guys actually are in a moment that I couldn't even imagine, right? Your mind would be going 1,000 miles per hour. These guys are on point in a moment when you think, and they're being shot multiple times. Like, I mean, it is an intense video. But yeah, they had taken some drug that had made them, for lack of a better term, they had a superpower almost. It was crazy. Amy M, look at Roberta Laundrie. She is guilty too. Frank, that was my kid. He wouldn't have to worry about prison, right? Strict 9. X and M, Xana and Maddie were the targets. I believe he admitted it on Reddit. Whoa. Okay, I don't know if I've seen that right out what post you're talking about. HH4, do you think Herman Munster thought about this would go viral? And I bet he did. I honestly don't. I think he would have got away with it if it wouldn't have went viral, is what I think. I think that the nation coming on board, the Idaho Police Department in Moscow having to get the FBI involved, I think that's a big part of it. And looking through tons of cases, I've found that, so much stuff goes under the rug. Like, it's really sad. It's actually very sad and chilling to see so much stuff that no one really gives a crap about. I don't know if this would have had the impact, or if he would have even thought about that if it wouldn't have been viral. But since it did go nationwide and everybody was looking for this guy, that's when you have to think, right? Does he want to take credit for this? Does he want to be remembered as one of the greats, right? And that weird-ass connection with the BTK killer strictly through a teacher that he had, and you could actually write the BTK killer and he would write you back. I hope they're looking into that as well. I also like the name Herman Munster for this guy. Amy M. Patillo's attorney said that there is a letter offering Bryan a shovel to bury Gabby. That case was insane. Crizzy 8, John Doe, you are correct. Mike M. Good afternoon, everyone. Mike M., welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping by. Please subscribe if you haven't. New name, thank you. Anata C. We need required parenting classes for parents to be. It's so important to get us out of barbaric times. Sam Hess, new name. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. You got to learn how to manage your screen. You cover contents all the times. Frank, I think he wore a Tyvek suit during the murders. Interesting. HH4, just subscribe, like the interaction. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks, definitely. I'm going to be coming on live some more as well. Let's see here. Losing chat just a little bit. Love Tina 2010. Do you think Bryan started up heroin again? Mustard. I'm not going to say that last part, but yeah, the great name. I can't imagine he did this because he was blown off by some girls. I get the feeling with Will get no answers to why. Robbie Edwardson. Robbie, thanks for dropping by. The High Incident Bandits. Mark Craven. My theory is this guy killed in PA, then moved to North Washington. I think this personality, began to unravel when he moved to Washington. It was the Northwest, but yeah, and the fact that he was able to actually go across country, right? He's got parents on the East Coast here. Who knows what could have been laying? I hope that they're digging deep on this guy for sure. Roberto Gomez, is this revenge for being denied access to a frat, then to blame it on them? Didn't want him at parties if possible. Yeah, I was thinking about that at first too. I don't think that's why I think it would have been the bar scene. Is why this is a little bit off of what you were saying, but I think he probably seen these girls at the bar scene, like Corner Club and stuff. I don't think it would have been at a frat party. He was a little bit out of that age group, right? I think he was 28. MS, hello, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Honey Bun, allegedly he wore gloves after the murders. No one thought that was odd. I would have been like, what the WTF, right? Yeah, viral caught him 100% HH4. That's truly what I think. It's sad to think that, but that is what I think. Baby D, just subscribe. If you need a mod, let me know. The more you grow, it will need some help with trolls. I can already kind of see that. Thank you, Baby D. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I can see that could potentially become a thing. Frank Mark Craven, thumbs up. Yeah, everybody dropping in here. Tracy Songs Price, love it. Saw that on Reddit. Laughing Stock, new name here. Hell yeah. Do you think he's planning out this new phase, and that his intellect may overload the psychological evaluation? Could rewrite the psychological evaluation process? Yeah. This is going to have to be studied, right? The connections I'm already seeing are freaking weird. Mika Cream, I call him Babadook. Beth Moraine, I think that's a new name. Thank you for joining. I wonder if maybe he was surprised and didn't expect the victim boyfriend to be there. I kind of wonder that too. But man, there's 6 people in that house. Like, and if he'd been stalking them and watching them, you think he would have known who would have been there, right? IMS already read about this Papa Rodger. I did not find it interesting. Oh, okay. I did. I found it pretty crazy. Michigan Grandma, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Mama Britt, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Some of these names from this past weekend, really appreciate it. Christy Quasi, I believe that's the name. Thank you. New name there. That picture of is of Gina, the founder of Pakistan. I think Papa Rodger account is a red herring. BK is on Reddit though. Whoa. Yeah, I did hear. I thank you for the info that it actually giving me the name, but I did hear, and someone earlier in chat mentioned that it was known to be a picture or painting that was already out there. But I think he picked it for a reason. I do think that, again, that's me saying that it's definitely him, allegedly, and I'm also not for sure it's him. I can get tied up in it pretty quickly. But I'd have to do some more thinking on this, honestly. I do think it's strange, just like the other stuff I've been posting, the TikTok stuff, the TikTok video rather, the T-Rev video. It could totally be trolls. Let's see. The killer is not a student in thoughts. Can someone post actual evidence showing where the bodies were found? I just think it was these were weird. I don't know. I feel like here's what I was talking about earlier. Anybody there's 524 people in here. What is going on? So I did find this funny. I feel like the white car isn't relevant. Okay, just in a world of fantasy, let's pretend that this is Bryan for a second. That is a funny comment for me. This is December 8th. This is probably right after they started posting that thing, and that car was going viral, right? And he's like, I feel like that car isn't relevant. Let's move on past the white car, because the white car and the DNA is 100% why he got busted. That white car, that had to suck to drive around, right? Like, what? That's a funny comment to me. I feel like the white car isn't relevant. Again, if it is, if it isn't, fight me. Ellie is no closer to solving this than they were 30 days ago. Posts like that's what makes it freaking weird, though. And then right here, 10 hours ago. Okay, I'm assuming this is pretty recent. Papa Rodger is wiped from Facebook. So that's really all I was looking through, but it was weird to me. Let's see. Oh, I lost chat here. Threads and Roses, cool name. Thanks for joining me. Just found your channel and subscribe. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the content. Yeah, everybody in here, go back and watch some of my other videos. Get a vibe of what I do here. I do lives like this I just started. I'm going to start doing them pretty often. But yeah, I do other content too, where I just kind of make videos of other cases. I dropped one recently at Daryl Brooks, some of the interrogation footage. I did some edits over it. A bunch of different ones. Yeah, just go check it out. Thanks everybody for being here. Oh, seriously. Socrates, why does he think he's going to be exonerated? BB, new name there. Thanks for joining me. I keep thinking about his broken nose. Did this happen that night? And again, I've mentioned this a few times. I really hope that Ethan got a couple off on him, or got one off on him anyways. I just like to think that. Numbers climbing, Frank. Thank you, man. Yeah, they are. I've been putting in work. I've been working really hard on this channel. I've been trying to get this thing going, and I'm really proud of what's going on here. And I love crime. I love crime and mystery. I don't even know if I can read this name. I'm a Ochidoro. If I'm butchering that, I apologize. Thank you for dropping by. I still think internet stalking, obsessed with the girl's social media and was rejected and probably made fun of. Anita C. He's being bullied and is involuntarily absent at 28, expecting so much more due to coddling parents. I bet you coddling parents is 100%, especially from that neighborhood. Definitely a violent obsessor adds up. Hate to relate to, hard to relate to because it's deviant. Nah, no, you give some really thought out comments and live chats. Like, I really dig your style. GZ1015, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. New name. Thanks for dropping by. They were pulled over twice in Indiana. Whoa. I didn't read that. I haven't seen that yet. They were pulled over twice when the FBI was tracking them from Washington. That's crazy. Frank White Car was on police cam that night at that time. Honey Bunny was so over the white car. I think at one point I said it was irrelevant. I could never be an investigator. They were going hard on it though on the online. I mean, they were going crazy with. I made up some white car videos. I can't lie. Sorry, here. Let me see. Going back to chat. Yeah, that white car though. Mike B, new here. Like what I see so far. Thank you for Mike. Thank you, Mike B, for being here. I really appreciate it. Hit the bell. Hit the bell, man. I'm always dropping stuff. BTK Killer. Holy crap, he's right here in chat. Hey, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Love Tina 2010. Thanks for having us. HH4 would be interesting to see restaurant cam footage that Zaina and Maddie worked at. Yeah, I wonder when some of that stuff is going to start dropping. Aaron Kluken. Hi, Aaron. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe. Hit the bell. Love Tina 2010. Just so you know, it's nice you take the time to read our comments. Yeah, I'm trying to involve everybody, definitely. There's probably going to become a time when that's not possible, but man, I'm going to try to keep it going, and I always want to involve everybody, man. Everybody has an opinion, and I want to hear it. I've always felt like that. Carolyn, JW19, first time here? Thanks. I hope it's not your last time here. Please click the bell. That way when I do drop anything, you'll be the first one to see it. Be in your feed. Lamise de Miel. Again, if I butchered that, I'm so sorry. Talking to Honey Bunny. Don't feel bad. That's awesome, Aaron. Watching it nonstop. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Oh, man, there's 573 people in here. That's awesome. I really did not expect that. Mike M. Just stay true to yourself. Be honest, and people will follow you, my friend. That's true. I think that's really good advice. That's good advice for anybody out there. Just be yourself, no matter what you're doing in life. 100%. If you're trying to be fake, it ain't gonna work. Somebody can read through it. That is for sure. Love Tina. Later, you might not have time to read them. That's true. Get in here early, right? Alex Jones Ham, a new girl here, OCD narcissistic, I think. Welcome, Alex. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you're clicking the bell as well. I need to see. Thank you. I want people to be safe. Me too. Threads and Roses. I'm from Indiana. Scary. Andrew, new name. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Look of the Mad Greek Restaurant. Kaylee left a Google review. Whoa. That's crazy. I will look at that. I'm not gonna do that right now. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go and get a glass of water. I'm gonna put this on the screen that you guys started on. You guys just chill here for 2 seconds. Let me go get a glass of water. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just getting a little bit parched. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I had to go get some water. I was getting a little bit parched. Just feeling like a preacher up here. Yeah. All right, back to chat here. Let me see here. Taché, Mike B, I have a feeling there's going to be a bunch of lives over the next 6 or so months. Yeah, I'm going to be going live pretty regularly if that's what you meant. Everyone in the house were Googled many times, including Ethan. Zeroed searches for Dylan, one of the surviving roommates. Some of that Dylan stuff that was coming out the gate was interesting, I thought, honestly. I never throw that on anybody that had nothing to do with anything, but had the wheel spinning for a second. I can't lie. I got to catch up here on the chat. Seabolt Speaks. My favorite comment so far was leave your DNA on the like button. I did too. No, that was great. Honey buddy out there. Miko V, new name. Thanks for dropping by. Hey from Bama. Just found you and so glad I did. I'm glad you did too. Thanks for dropping by. Miko, please click that bell. 100%. Get involved. Yeah, Roberto Gomez. What about the cigarettes he smoked while waiting beforehand? I haven't heard anything about that. They found some cigarette butts. Frank, you're a cool dude. Be fun to drink beers with you. Thank you very much. Yeah, and if you actually, what is the thing? The buy the person a coffee or something. Actually, instead of buy me a coffee, you could buy me a beer. That's what my thing would actually say. Yeah, I don't actually drink coffees, but yeah, man, I'm glad you dropped by, Frank. Hopefully you'll be in the lives and we can definitely do this more often. Honey Bunny showing some love. Christy, hey Christy, thanks for dropping by. Anita C, I'm a parent of boys and I must say it's extremely difficult. The book A Fine Young Man really helps the mission. Yeah, it's probably really difficult today. I don't know. That would be tough. Taché, what do you mean about a bunch of lives? Yeah, I took that as lives as in live streams. Maybe he meant something else. Maybe I read that wrong. Lady Cara just subscribed so far, loving the commentary and good cheer. Thank you, Lady Cara. I really appreciate that. I love all the good positive comments, man. So far the chats has been absolutely fire. Like everything's been so cool. Frank, grab a beer, man. Yeah, I should have went and got a beer. I just got some water right now. But I will be getting a beer later. Know that. Lamar's Demel. I feel like I'm butchering that. Gotta stay hydrated. Thank you. Let's see here. Check out Crime Circus. Yeah, I love Crime Circus's channel. Dude's killing it. I think that's Aaron. What a reach. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I've been putting in the work. I got to tell you, like, I really have. I try to put something out, and if it's not coming out every day, it's coming out every couple days. And I'm definitely going to be trying to go on live more often. I work a regular job, so I don't know how often I can go live. Definitely not midday lives like this. This is definitely a rare one. But I think I'm going to be going like late night lives, like on Friday and Saturday. I think that'll be my avenue maybe. And I'm up late anyway, so. And we'll try to get a schedule or something together so people will know when to actually jump in, because that'd be cool. Lady Carla, I realized where I saw that image on the left, the movie/TV show 1914 or something. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that's like a famous painting. Mike B, there's going to be tons of content on YouTube about this case. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant, Mike. Live streams and stuff. Baby D, his ears are on his neck. Lamar's Demel, Lady Carr, is that illustration supposed to be a famous general or something? I'm a little late to the party, just catching up. Let me see if I still got that up here. I do not. I guess what you guys are talking about, there was that, but that was him at the graduation. Yeah, here we go. That weird picture. Notice the coloration between these strict OCV correlation. Vegans type. Shake my head. Mike B. Honey Bunny. He has a go gadget neck. AS, welcome, new person in chat here, new listener from Snowdonia, Wales, UK. I hope I didn't butcher that first part there. The Snowdonia, I bet it is. AS, welcome, thank you. I love it. A lot of love from the UK, and I've also seen a lot of love from Australia. I love that. That's awesome. I'd love to go to both places. I'd love to go to the UK. Cheryl Graham, new name. Thanks for joining me. Live 1 mile from an exit of Highway 70 in Ohio. There is a route to PA. Kind of scary. He might have passed by me and many others. Yeah, that is scary. Thinking about the guy, even on the highway, the people who are passing by. And think about, even to that point, think about his dad, right? If he had if it never even crossed his mind. And now, I was just in a car with this guy. I know that's my son, but those thoughts are crazy. Eddie Haskell, welcome, thanks. I knew right off the rip this guy was somehow connected to law enforcement. Yeah, with the law degree, or going for the law degree rather. Carolyn JW19, thanks for joining. I will be back again for sure. I love the channel commentary and down to earth feel of this channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That will never go away. That absolutely will never go away. Mike B, it's so riveting. Thank you. Lady Cara talking to Lamar's. Anita C, can you elaborate, Mike B? I think he was talking about live streams. I saw a few people get confused what Mike B was saying. Yeah, I think he was saying live streams are going to be, a lot of live streams are going to be coming up regarding the case. MS, the first thing that was heard was that the crime scene was in shambles. If he planned it very badly, especially for someone who was studying criminology. MS also says, I still think it was unexpected and that he was on drugs. Yeah, I mean, there's the heroin thing. God, to have a degree and be going for another degree and to be also on meth and heroin and a murderer and potentially other murders. Again, I'm not throwing that on the guy. Again, all of this is until proven guilty, right? He's just a suspect till now. But I will also reiterate again, they would not have arrested this guy. They did not have solid proof, which is the DNA in the car, right? Let's see here. Vicky Poteet, new channel, very good. I am enjoying. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Again, go back. Anybody new here, go back and check my other videos out. Excuse me. Frank, Cheryl Graham, Amy M. I doubt he smokes. Still trying to get through these comments. Lady Kara, no problem. Frank, I grow hops and brew beer. That's awesome. Nice. Oh yeah, I have a buddy that brews some beer. June Taylor, pure psycho. Yeah, he has the vibe. And we've said this many times too, right? It's all in the eyes. These creepy eyes of his. This is where they're searching his apartment here. Hopefully tomorrow we get some more information, though. John Doe, the police said they were looking for a white 2011 to 2013 Elantra, but the one they towed was a 2015. The police had everyone looking for the wrong car. Whoa, I didn't know that. I hadn't read that. Mike B, make super chats available. I'm hoping to do that, actually. I did just hit my hours, and I did apply to monetize, so I'm hoping that all that goes through. I think that'd be sweet. HH4 Fire, absolutely. Fire chat too. Bogart for Eliza, great name. I bet he's excited to get the undivided attention of his former professor. Yeah, that's the creepiness, man. I still can't get over that. That's too much like a damn movie, right? That professor part. This lady co-wrote a book with the BTK killer. It's not even that that's weird. And then again, I'm not throwing her under the bus at all. I think that she probably even realizes that psychopaths are going to be taking her class, right? She's got to realize that. I want to know if she felt anything from this guy. I think she did put out she hasn't put out a statement. Another teacher put out a statement. She hasn't said anything yet. I think she's probably being smart, because she's going to be implicated in this somehow or some way. So, but that to me was crazy, man. Like, I couldn't even when I was like, this is too much like a movie. Like, this is absolutely insanity. But yeah, the BTK comparison. Yeah, she co-wrote a book with the BTK killer. Teaches at this school, at the DeSales University. I think that's in Pennsylvania, where he actually put out, the Reddit survey asking those crazy questions. And was that for a class, possibly? Like, wouldn't that be weird? Yeah, but I wonder if she got any vibes off of this guy, right? And then I also wonder, because BTK Killer's daughter came out and said that people have wrote her dad, and he will correspond back with them. It'd be really interesting to see if this guy, Kohberger, ever actually corresponded with the BTK killer. Corey Winch, heard birthday was 11/21. Yeah, I seen that. I did. Someone post that earlier. Corey Winch, also new name in chat. Thank you for dropping by. Really appreciate it. Roberto Gomez, where was his ping at 3 a.m.? Yeah, they've got to be looking at the stuff like that, right? I think I've even read something else. I'm sorry, this stuff just keeps randomly triggering me. But yeah, I think I actually read something else, that there was some kind of data, some kind of metadata of him passing by, because that would have been pinging off of all the random technology, right? Like, he's got to be on all the cameras that's passing by. Whether we're just talking about that night or we're talking about all from that night on, like, if you can get a real grasp on whose DNA and if that's in the system, and then you find out which exact car, and then you actually, if they've been tracking this guy for so long, right? I want to know how long exactly they've been tracking the guy. I know that they've said that they did 4 days from Washington to his dad's house, but I wonder if they knew beforehand, how long beforehand, and how long they'd been watching him up until that point, or if it actually took that long to figure this out. Because if it actually took that long to figure this out, holy crap, like, that's scary, it's wild, and I know it's hard work, but man, that is scary. And then to go back to the point of, they randomly or hardly, if this would not have went viral, we would not be here right now. Probably it would just be another spoke in the wheel, it would just be another case that no one's gonna figure out. I don't know, there's so much that goes on daily. Mayan, I think the inside looking 4chan poster is more likely BCK than this guy. Anything is possible, but the 4chan guy is super creepy. I've never dove into the 4chan guy stuff, really. I've seen random posts about stuff from 4chan, but I don't know if I've ever dug in hard on that. But Brian, new name, welcome to chat. Thanks for being here, really appreciate it. The guy, oh man, the chat just jumped. Hold on, might have lost that. The guy at the grub truck number 39 jersey did the sleeping gesture. I wonder if BK said something to the guys and they didn't take him seriously. Now I think Jackass was the warning them. Yeah, he definitely seems like he was trying to protect them, right? All we're doing is we're overanalyzing so many little gestures, micro gestures almost, even for lack of a better term. But yeah, I kind of feel like he was maybe kind of looking out. Love Tina, yes you are, sir. You are awesome. Thank you, Love Tina. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, honestly. Tache talking to Anita C. See, I'm a Chidoro. Again, I'm totally butchering that name. I know I am. All he can do now is make an internet circus out of it. Crazy interrogations in Daryl Brooks' trial. Yeah, and that stuff's going to be coming out. I do want to see that, right? This guy's interrogation. Is there one that's already happening in Pennsylvania, or do they have to wait till he gets back to Idaho to even start that, huh? And can the FBI jump in and do that where they're federal? Like, that's where I'm a little, I don't have any kind of degrees, guys. I'm just out here kind of commentating. Janie B, hi everyone, sending good wishes for the new year to all. Same to you, Janie B. Thanks for dropping by. Happy New Year. I hope 2023 works to your favor. Rage Romantic, thanks for dropping by. New name reminds me of the American Pies, the Shermanator U.S. I'm not sure what that is, and I apologize. Frank, Janie B, good wishes. Alice, hi from London. Hi, Alice. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Vicky Poteet, watching from NC, North Carolina. Hell yeah, thank you. Really appreciate that. Threads and Roses, wishing a happy New Year. His dad had to know something wasn't right. That's what I'm thinking. You get the vibe, right? And then you get even deeper with the family connection and your kids, right? I think he had to have probably felt something. And they probably had to have been thinking, right? This kid's, cause that 10-year gap that I was just talking about, from when he was aggressive to we don't know what the hell to now, the parents know, right? So they have seen that happen, that transition. And we're not exactly, I don't have any proof of anything, but they've probably seen, and in the back of their heads are thinking, he's got the white car. He works, 10 miles, was it 10 minutes, 10 miles from the scene of the murders. And he's a criminal. That might be the only part that's actually making the parents think, no way. He's in crime. He wants to help people, right? Like, that might be the only thing that they're trying to trick themselves in their own heads to make it right, because let's think about it. It's their son. It's his son. Like, he's not going to want to believe that. And while the statement that just came out from the lawyers is interesting too, because it says they're still behind him. They still believe him. The neighbors are still behind him, from what I'm reading as well. I found that interesting. Aaron Klukan, I followed this from day one, and then when they found him just houses away from where I live was crazy to me. I live near Pittsburgh. Damn, okay, that's scary as hell. Wow, okay. Yeah, that would be intense. Mike B, first thing I thought when I saw his mugshot was Ted Bundy. Does have a very Bundy vibe. Super Bundy vibe, actually. Coco Melon back. Hope that swim was good. Thanks for coming back. Touche, hi. From Canada, hell yeah. Let's get all these countries in here. Thank you, man. That's awesome. Really appreciate it. I see you always in the chat, Touche. Yeah, I hope that you're subscribed. I hope you've clicked that bell. Sky Bubulus Med. Again, I'm not the best with some of these names. Do not judge me for that, please. Awkward. The searching for a white Elantra. Dad drives with a white Elantra from that area to PA. Super weird. Visv78, Visg78 maybe. Love from Amsterdam. Happy New Year. Yeah, Amsterdam in the house as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Amy M. He disagrees. Should be revoked. Nomad Mama. Make it make sense, right? Alice, really appreciate it. Cat's Eye 2020, new name. Thanks. So it just occurred to me that in order for him to change the plate on his car registered in his mother's name, she would have had to have assisted in that. That's interesting. Yeah, I saw somebody else earlier mention the tag thing. I didn't think much of it, but yeah. Let's see here. Roberto Gomez, he probably practiced on homeless in PA giving out fentanyl. Stuff like that's actually scary to think about, right? Like, and I'm not saying fentanyl or that's how it happened, but just the, how homeless can be kind of preyed upon. And then you take a guy like this, right? Or even, street workers or, anybody that is sadly has to live that lifestyle, whether it's their own fault or not. I'm not judging from that aspect, but taking somebody like this and putting them possibly in a position to where they could, for lack of a better term, practice, that's absolutely horrifying to think about. Edith Walsh, don't forget Ted Bundy went into the sorority house after being rejected by two of the sorority sisters. Yeah. Honey Bun, can finish his doctorate in prison? Doesn't seem right. That's a weird thought. That's a really weird thought, and I think that's true. Amy M, he should be kicked out of the PhD program. Thread and Roses, can't believe he drove across the country in the white Elantra. Right? I guess maybe he was thinking, if I get rid of this now, it's going to be weird. Even to his parents, like, why are you getting rid of the car? Hell, I don't even know if it was in his name, right? So his parents are like, what, we want to get rid of this car? AJ Temple, hello from the Netherlands. Thanks, AJ. Really appreciate you being in chat here. And Happy New Year. Mustard, no ex-girlfriend or boyfriend has come forward to claim this one. And yeah. Vicky Poteet, hi AJ. Mary, pondering on the lives of the innocent. Is innocent, I think, maybe saying. Mark Craven, I read the BTK book she wrote, very good. I was looking at the BTK book the other night on stream, and yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I want to read the book. I want to actually, they had really good reviews on Amazon. Yeah, I 100% actually was cool with reading that book. I don't remember what it was called right off. BTK Killer book. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, Catherine Ramsland. Yeah, I was looking at this on Amazon. Yeah, this is the book that she co-wrote. The teacher for Bryan co-wrote a book with freaking BTK Killer. Like, that just doesn't seem, it's so crazy to me. But I was reading the reviews from the editors, or it's editorial reviews, but actual reviews from people, that were down here, and they were enjoying it. So that's actually what made me want to kind of read the book, because you can, anybody can pay to have these reviews of, it's whatever, but this down here is like some legit reviews, and they were all good. And I like crime writing, and again, I'm not blaming this lady for anything. I mean, this is the profession she's in. It's kind of crazy that she's gets to hang out with these serial killers and interview them, I guess, or maybe co-write a book. That's the weird wording of it, I guess. She's not really interviewing. She's actually, what would you like to do today? Like, I don't know that, but I was reading these reviews, and man, I was like, I would totally read this book. 2 cents, welcome to chat. Thanks for dropping by. Innocent until proven guilty. Respect the Constitution. I've said that many times, actually, right here on the stream. Taché, was it not registered in his father's name? I've seen that, and I've heard that. I've heard that his father is who was registered with it. No, I have no proof of that. I haven't looked into that deep. And yeah, continue to say allegedly, honey bun. I like that. I need to put that actually probably in. I know that T-Rev does that. He has allegedly everywhere, and that's not a bad thing to have, because that's anything I'm saying right now is just a commentary on the internet. I have no degrees. I'm not from the news. I'm not a journalist even, really. I mean, I guess I am some kind of, I guess anybody can be a journalist now, right? But not actively trying to be a journalist. I'm just kind of reading this to folks. So allegedly is a good way to go. Oh, wow. Coco Melanie's innocent. Those damn eyes, though. Amy, I'm innocent until proven guilty doesn't apply in the court of public opinion, and that is true. And I'm going to go out on a limb and still say, even though all this is allegedly and speculative, I think that I don't think that the police would have arrested him if they didn't have solid proof. Come on, they would not do this if there wasn't proof of this. You can't convince me of that. It'd be hard. Let's see here. Might have lost chat here. Backing up. Sorry, guys. Yeah, there's a lot in here. I'm trying to catch up right now. Spread love. Wondering if the club bar Adam worked at that had ever served BK. What was everything told Adam? YJS was watching the lady so closely. Stalker. Yeah, all those are great questions, honestly. I still want to know about the Adam thing. We were kind of alluding to that earlier. Was this the guy? Was Bryan the one that was kicked out possibly by Adam? There's so many different avenues because we just don't know anything, actually. Doro is fine. Okay, Doro. I'm going to call you Doro. Thank you. And again, I apologize. 2 cents taken. A 2,500-mile trip in a car which was seen on a door cam is not sufficient evidence. Yeah. Vicky Poteet, get a life, Coco. Strychnine, I believe that is true. Sheena, new name. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sheena. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you've clicked the bell after you've subscribed, and I hope you've liked this. Oh, 204 likes. Hell yeah. Everybody in here. That's almost half the people in here have actually liked it. That is awesome. You guys freaking rule. Seriously, thank you so much. Andy Libby, wouldn't FBI have jurisdiction since he crossed state lines? That's what I'm thinking. That's the one question I've had and I haven't seen actually answered, because I've seen that they got to wait. They got to get him back to Idaho, but the FBI should already be doing stuff, I would think. Maybe I'm wrong there, but Baby D, Coco Melon needs the boot. I'm going to give Coco Melon a little bit of another chance. He does pop in and he does make jokes. I'm going to give him that. Let's give him a second. He hasn't said anything too vulgar or nothing, but I also understand the subject matter as well. It can definitely get offensive to anybody that's not trying to hear jokes right now. But yeah, I'm gonna give him a second here. He usually does pop in a joke or something. But I see what you're saying also, Baby D. Grumpy, he has an attorney, no interrogation. Oh yeah, you're right. That's actually probably a really good point. Grumpy, another new name. Thank you for joining chat here. But yeah, that's actually a really good point. You're probably right. He probably was smart enough. I did read that he talked to the cops for 15 minutes or something before he said he wanted to actually get a lawyer. So Melly, new name, just found your channel, liked and subscribed. Thank you, Melly. Really appreciate it. That's going to help me so much. Hit the bell as well so you can see my stuff. I know YouTube likes to suppress people. Marlena Weisman. Anyone know why we first heard the names Jason Elkins and Dylan White were supposed to be arrested for the murders? I don't know if that leaked out. I saw that as well, and I might have even made a post about it and deleted it out of embarrassment. But I did see those names as well, and it was I guess they were arrested the same night in PA, and somehow that got on everyone's radar. That's the only thing I've got there, Marlena. Thank you for dropping by. Also, really appreciate it. Infamous Truth Teller, new name, just subscribe. I honestly feel that he might think he's that smart, that he's still going to be able to get over and get away with these heinous acts and might not say anything. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel like it too. He's going to go in there just like Darrell Brooks, right? He's not Darrell Brooks. Darrell Brooks is an absolute moron. We saw that firsthand. This guy probably at least has a brain. I'm not giving any kind of credit to him whatsoever, but let's just facts are facts. Where he's at in school right now and what he's trying to do with what he was trying to do with a degree. But yeah, he's probably still going to have the same type of narcissistic mentality, right? He's still going to think that he can go in there and trick anybody in front of him. He trick the jury, trick the judge. That's so gross. That's actually really even grosser to watch, I think. Bundy had that about him, right? He's like, I'm going to get all these people. They're all going to believe me. He's done it his whole life. And that stuff is creepy. Mark Craven, they interviewed him for around 10 minutes until he asked for an attorney. Yeah, that's 10 minutes. Okay. I did read that, though. Misspoke on 15. Thanks for the clarification. Lady Cara, Coco Melon, heart audience. Yeah, I'm saving you for a minute, Coco Melon. Just, some people, understand. I get it. And, but also I'm not going to kick you out until it's just straight offensive. I'm not going to lie to you. But also, I do get where Baby was coming from as well. Slade L. Strickdown, it really sounds like it was true. Ozzy, new name, thanks for dropping by. From Sydney, no less. Perfect name, thank you. Seriously. Australia people coming through, I love it. Doro, I think he only has an extradition attorney. Amika Cream, no, the family usually ignores the sign because it's too hard to be true. Donald Denise, welcome back. Thank you for joining. I remember you from the other night. DNA, though, is king. Though the nails him DNA. Yeah, the DNA is king. I see what you're saying there. And I think that's why we're here at this point. And anyone that's coming through and kind of still making the point or saying that, I get it. Until proven guilty, I get it. He's still just a suspect. It's all just allegedly right now. But they would not have made this public of an arrest without hard evidence. There's no way. I'm just a guy saying that on the internet. Take that however you want, but that's my point of view. Anada, of course he's stalked and obsessed. I thought it's an easy mark for many reasons, like Party House. Has no one else been stalked by a Scorpio? Laugh out loud. Infamous truth teller publicly buzzed. Me being a parent, it's not to be hard to have to come to the realization, and probably knew for a long time because he's had issues for years. You don't want to believe your child's that one. That is true, and we've went back to that point a few times as well. For the parents, like, that's got to be rough. And even their statement makes sense to me. The parent would have to have proof, and even sometimes the parents stick behind them with proof. So I believe Jeffrey Dahmer's dad, I'm not saying that he condoned what happened, but he still would come see his son until he died. I'm pretty sure there's interviews after the conviction of them together. So that's a tough situation. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not judging that. That's weird. Frank Bundy was my first thought too. Cecilia, new name from Sweden. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Hope I got that name right. Hope you also subscribed and hit the bell as well. Jackie Benz, excuse me. I'm at the beginning of this, and I must say it's all speculative. 100%. I will always continue to always say that. Yeah, I guess some of these chats are watching from a different time point in the video as well. This has probably been going on for a while now too. Wow, we're coming up on 2 hours. Awesome. I'm going to go for a little bit while longer here. I didn't expect everybody to jump in like this. I love it. And I hope everybody continues to check me out, man. I'm going to try to keep growing this thing, and let's make this a regular an occurrence. Andy Libby, it's weird to go home for Christmas, and his dad was nice enough to help him make the drive. Yep. He had to fly out there, didn't he? Frank, Sweden, wow, the whole world is here. There's a lot of people here from all over the world. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Arizona. Hell yeah. We all need to be careful before we throw the parents completely in under the bus. They might have felt deep down that he did it, but doesn't mean they were involved. Yeah, I've said that many times too, and I agree 100%. And that's why I feel so bad for him, because, that's your kid. Like, that's a weird thing, man. It's a delicate thing, for lack of a better word. Frank, no doubt. Bundy look, rage romantic. It's very easy to picture him having Xmas dinner and his ma'am suddenly say that Idaho case is awful. Right? Brian, maybe you can tell the guests what you think. You do criminology for not far from there, don't you? Oh my God. That's a weird thought to have, Rage. Actually. Because, yeah, it's such a viral thing that's going on, right? Everyone in the entire world is talking about this case, much less the nation. And he's actually in the field. I could see that totally happening. Wow. What a weird thought. I hadn't actually thought about that. That's a good comment. Thank you for even put that in my head. What a weird thing. Doro, serial killers usually start out with a very easy target to test their ability and nerve. I think if we don't find out, I'd be surprised that he's killed other people, but in my heart, I think that he probably has, before he went into a house with 6 people, right? Slade L. Netherlands here, too. Netherlands, hell yeah. And hell yeah, Slade. OG up here. Bogart for Eliza. He wanted to drive with his dad so he wouldn't be traveling alone. Edith Walsh, no way he has ever done anything like this before. Whoa. So you think he just went in out the gate, first go, and did this, and then these murders. Wow. Jody is cool. Australia. Jody, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. A lot of Australia people. I love that. Got some reach out there. I like that. I hope you're going to continue to be a regular, Jody. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I need to see psychopaths have certain eyes and narcissists certain mouths. He's got both, so we're only saying facts. Charlie, good afternoon. Vicky, Frank, I think he idolized Bundy and wanted to look like him. He favors him for sure. And from his truth teller, he's highly intelligent, and he reminds me of Israel Keys. I don't know if you're familiar with that person that would bury kill kits all around whenever he traveled. I've never heard of that. Israel Keys. I'm not going to do it right now, but I am going to take that name and plug it in somewhere so I don't forget. Okay, I'm seeing him right now. American serial killer, bank robber, burglar, arsonist, kidnapper, and sex offender who murdered at least 3 victims and committed dozens of felonies. Okay, yeah, I'm going to look into that. That sounds crazy. These highly intelligent ones, though. Honey Bunny. Unfortunately, marginalized people and communities are sought out by predators as easy prey. Unfortunately, that is true. Shelly Bell, hope I'm not saying that wrong, but welcome. Thank you for being here. And then plan to ditch the car in Pennsylvania, fly home, and buy a new car. Both impressing his parents with his need to be self-sufficient and ditching the car. Kind of got a theory popping out there. I like it. Thread and Roses talking to Frank. Doro talking to Honey Bun. Hell yeah, got some chat moving here. Trying to get everybody here. Let's see. Beautiful, messy. He really picked the wrong state. No insanity, and they have DP. Whoa, death penalty. Hell yeah. I did not know that. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get insanity on this, especially with where he's already saying he didn't do it. The Tyler Squad 36, hi from Kansas. Welcome, Tyler Squad. Thank you for joining me. Pearl Althouse, ain't no parent who ever wants this to be true about their child because then they have to think of maybe it's their fault, and they don't want to believe it was their fault, that they did their best. Yeah, that's true. That they'll come back on them mentally. That's got to be hard too, honestly. AS, no need to omit anything, embellish or stylize to be a film. Such violence in a safe town. Characters, the Jays, 1122, first and second winner losers, beauty, youth, fun social circles, social media, and ambition. Yeah, there's no doubt that Netflix is going to be popping this in our faces in about a year with a well-made documentary, and I'm here for it. Honestly, they make some good stuff. Rach, just Rach. Hey, Rach. It's possible Bryan made up a story like Sick to get his dad there, maybe to drive straight to avoid cops and cameras. He's like, I'm just going to lay back here, Dad. Yeah, he got his dad to drive all the way from PA to Washington, and then he gets in the passenger seat and he's just like, I'm just going to lay back here the entire time. He's like, oh, are you sure? I need some help driving here. I'm feeling pretty ill. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe though, yeah, possibly. I'm not saying you're crazy, Rach. That would be crazy. Welcome, Rach. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, all that good stuff. Really appreciate you being here. Donald Denise, if he is found guilty, he likely getting the death penalty. Doro, sounds like he knows nothing at all about criminology. Travis, new name. Thanks, Travis, for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Do you think he tries to represent himself in court? That's been a good question that I've been seeing asked many times. I know he's got a lawyer right now, but that's only for Pennsylvania currently, right? When he gets back to Idaho, is he going to get somebody else, or is he going to try to be a narcissist and want to take credit for? I don't want to say take credit for this if he's trying to get out of it, but very a la Ted Bundy-ish, right? He wants to have his face out there. He thinks that he can convince you more than any lawyer could, right? I can tell this story better than anybody else could tell this story. So yeah, I wonder about that. Donna Bracken, hi from Spain. Nice. Welcome, Donna. Really appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by. I think he moved there after he decided to commit this. Mary Birch, book intelligence will never be as rewarding as common sense. And I do agree there, Sherry Parr, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Feel bad for parents, but wonder if he had injuries and he stayed in school working until break. Yeah, he went back to school. Right? What the hell? Went back then, finished that semester out after doing this crime. Charlie, new name, thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. No mercy for the killers. None. No. This, again, I've said it many times, and I'll say it again. There's a reason he's there. It's the DNA, and I feel pretty confident in saying that. Yeah, he's. I don't feel much remorse right now at all. Donald Denise, do you think this case will be on TV? That's something that I absolutely hope happens. I guess that's something I need to really look up. But in Idaho, maybe somebody in chat knows. In Idaho, I'm not sure if they will let the cameras in the courtroom. I hope they do. I would love to be able to cover this and keep up with it the entire time. See, Willow Rain, new name. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. The high he got would have wore off, and he would kill again. Glad he's in jail. Exactly. I don't think this would have been the last, whether it's the first or not. I don't think it would have been the last. Beautiful Messy back at it. There was a spike in Google searches of Xana, Maddie, Gailey, and Ethan's names before the murders, as well as the address after a spike in his name. Whoa. I think I went over that. I think that was in the Facebook. I don't know if that was exactly what he was calling out, but he was looking at some kind of Google Analytics. Maybe that's what that was referring to. Chelsea, it's funny he needed Daddy to travel either him, but had the balls to go kill 4 people. Absolute coward. Agree, Chelsea. Thank you for dropping by. Please join me again sometime. Frank, back at it. He's a serial killer straight up. This wasn't a beginner's job. Laura Weiss, hi from Texas. Hi, thanks. I love Texas. There has to be a change in a venue. Lost the chat there for just a second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with it here. Oh, man, yeah, it's really backed up. All right. Jennifer Dalton, Michigan here. Hi from Michigan, or hi in Michigan. Thank you. You'd be surprised at how many people have zero clue about this story, even young people. I have seen that actually myself. Which, I mean, it is what it is, and I know a lot of people are kind of like done with the news, I guess. But, yeah, I've seen a lot of people aren't as tuned in as you would think. Look up the name Rodger. What do you mean? Holly T. Also, welcome, Holly T. Thank you. Like just straight up the name Rodger. Just Google Rodger. A male given name. What should I be specifically looking up on that, Holly? But thanks for joining me. River P, new name. Liked and subscribed. Great channel. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Hope you come back by. Wendy, thanks for joining also. Paul Omachek, I hope I didn't butcher that. 28 years old, crossed our country to what? Graduate? Egotistical smarts, always gets run over by reality. Absolutely. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Beautiful Messy back at it. Go back in time and track searches of his name and then compare the cold cases in LA, and there are things that align. Interesting. We got the sleuths out there, that's for sure. Lisa Maxwell, from reports he lived and went to school his whole life in Pennsylvania, then moved across country and within a few months did this. Grissy Physique, what's going on, Chad? Thanks for joining me, bud. It is up to the appointed judge to decide whether the trial can be televised or not. I didn't know that. I thought it was be state law type stuff. As well known as this case is, it would be easy to argue that allowing television for the trial would compromise his right. Well, I mean, how does that go with everybody else that's ever gotten a trial, including Daryl Brooks or any of these cases that get trials? Do you think they would never let the cameras in there? That seems crazy. Huh. But, I mean, yeah, I actually had no clue. I figured it was up to the states. That's interesting about the judge. Also, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Doro, something like this requires a kill test first. Sherry Parr, if he posted on social media his IP address was big in getting caught. Catherine Stone, new name. Thanks for joining me. Awful to use your dad and to know what you have done. Yeah, absolutely. The FBI was busy asking states about unsolved cases. Yes, infamous truth killer. Smash the thumb. Support the creators. It's free. I love it. Thank you. I really appreciate the infamous truth teller. And yeah, anybody that's just hanging out in here, thank you so much for being here. I did not expect this many people to be hanging out randomly midday on a Monday, and this is random for me because I'm off work today thanks to the holiday. Covering the case a little bit, saw something crazy I thought I would go over, but yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Yeah, go back and check out some of my other videos. I've been cranking those out the last little bit, and yeah, I'm really proud of it. Thank you. GZ 1015, I live in PA. I was so shocked. He was so close and freaked out. Rena Morton gonna sub, new here from the South Africa. Nice, South Africa, all over the world in the chat right now. Thank you guys so much. This is crazy. Holly T, Wild Rodger, Fame and Spear. Wendy, someone said no insanity defense in Idaho. Is that true? Rach, wonder since he is in Northern Territory if he preyed on any of the few dozen indigenous Native Americans for Pacific Northwest to the Dakotas. A stretch but no leads on Indian women. And you never know, right? Like, and you would think that's who, maybe if he was practicing with, it would probably be people that no one would be looking for. I still can't believe he went into a house with 6 people. Like, that's the craziest thing to me, really. And yeah, Beautiful Messy, I saw somebody else say that they don't have any, and I can't clarify that right now, but don't have an insanity plea. See here, Wendy, thank you. Sherry Parr, like Brian Laundrie, he went home to parents. That's exactly what happened, right? Even though he did go and finish school first, but maybe he was freaking out there at the end. Prey on Native American women race. Yeah, I think I got that. I think I had that the first time. Thank you, though. New name here, S. Nix S. I'm probably butchering that. He had planned the drive with Dad in advance to the semester, allegedly. Hey, from Oklahoma. Thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. Michelle Brook, life in prison would be much worse. Thanks for joining me, Michelle. Yeah, everybody in here. Awesome. Really appreciate it. Frank, a lawyer can't defend him, only make himself famous. Yeah, right now he's probably going to be getting a lawyer that wants to be famous, right? And that's the grossest thing you can imagine. Infamous truth teller publicly buzzed, and him being that very intense kind of vegan. Supposedly Brian Laundrie was very adamant about not drinking out of plastic water bottles, etc., and was pretty OCD. Can believe it. Gloria Davis seems to be bored, but hey, Gloria, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Touche, Sherry Parr, good point. Run home to daddy and mommy. Alice, I'm just trying to honestly get through some of these comments here. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get through every one of them. Be kind, new person in chat. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, my initial reason for starting the stream was really just because I had interest in the Facebook post, and I thought they were pretty weird. But yeah, it definitely got people talking in here, which was awesome. Really appreciate that as well. It's a crying shame. Welcome back. Thank you. Stacy Wooten. Yes, I agree. He's never done this before, but he wanted for a very long time. This dude is a true psychopath. Andrew Wordna, new name, thank you. Yeah, I'll never deny a conspiracy. Who knows? I love a good conspiracy theory now. Allie Ash, has everyone on here listened to Jay or Justice's podcast where he's talking about what he did? It's really, really upsetting. What are you mentioning there exactly? And I'm familiar with the Jay and Justice YouTube page. Beautiful Messy, is it true that there is no insanity defense in Idaho? They can use mental health as a mitigating factor for sentencing, but not for a guilty phase. Andrew, I think it's that insanity can't be applied to crimes in Idaho, only civil cases or something like that. Okay. True Crime with Sunshine, new sub, fellow creator. You got some good people in here. What is your thoughts on the previous crimes of this? What is your thoughts on previous crimes of this nature linking up to the Idaho case? Is this a crime that would escalate? Yeah, I think it would definitely escalate, honestly. Like, if he would not have been actually caught, yeah, I could definitely see him going for something. Now, after the case went viral, I don't know if he did anything with the last month and a half. Let's say that, because I don't think after it went viral, he was going to be that risky. Again, we started off on this because of this random Facebook post. Again, absolutely, allegedly, supposedly, possibly. I have no clue. It's probably a troll. Let's just say that. But maybe that was his avenue to get off on this, right? Maybe that was his possible, for lack of a better term, avenue to actually relive, because this person was asking where the bodies was. It would have been something like that. Again, not saying this was that person, but I would suspect him to be doing that after the direct murders. Now, if it wouldn't have went viral, I think that he would have absolutely probably kept on keeping on. Like, I mean, it does seem like he was probably a serial killer in the making. Again, going back to the fact that he killed 4 people in one go, crazy. But yeah, thanks True Crime with Sunshine for dropping by. I really appreciate it. I'll check out your channel. Also, Nicole Malik, the government will make use of him to help solve and profile other unsolved killings. Watch. Not a bad thing. Not at all. You have to study things like this and people like this, I think. Honestly. let's see here. April Marie, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. There's a reason for everything he's done and will do moving forward. He's not your normal killer. This monster is not only very intelligent, he's very arrogant. He's a modern day boogeyman. Yeah, it's a wild ass case is the bottom line. And every single day something new comes out, right? Something new is seeping through to keep your interest peaked. Andrew is saying he's not very intelligent. The only thing I really got from the intelligence side is I guess he's going through what he's doing in school. But I mean, obviously he's not very intelligent. He's not that smart, right? Rach, I think insanity is off the table due to his prior D-Cell University questionnaire. There's a lot of signs here. Shay L.E. from both Idaho and Washington went back into the house at around 12:08 and stayed 20 minutes. I wonder if they knew at that point it was someone from Washington State, or why would Washington law enforcement be there? I did not know that. That's actually a pretty interesting little tidbit there. Lady Kara, in my opinion, I think he may have committed the crime because the one or more of the victims may have been the reason he hadn't finished his PhD. Ali Ash, well, he says it's not, but I think he tells things you would only know if he's a killer. That's what I'm thinking. Like, again, allegedly, there's no real actual way of knowing, but here was the Google Trends thing, actually. I don't know, man. Again, I'm just a guy on the internet looking at this stuff. But it is weird and interesting. This is my favorite part right here. This lady, Papa Rodger, for the 4 victims didn't participate by choice. You are one sick individual. Glad you were locked up 2 hours ago from a 3-week-old conversation. So that person thought something. Nicole Malik, defense attorneys are to protect the process and his rights, not to get him off per se. Criminal defense attorneys understand this. Yeah, the one gross thing about that would be, in my opinion, is if they're getting involved just for the possible fame. Beautiful Messy, there are different types of intelligence. He is clearly compartmentalized. Andrew, he's very intelligent. Then he wanted to get caught, and he's playing some long game for fame. Whoa. Maybe, shit. I mean, some people do want to get famous after this. That's just facts. We all don't think the same, right? It's a crying shame. All I know is they keep you in the mental hospital until you are sane enough to stand trial. I'm still waiting for Lori to go to court from 19 and 20. Wow. 2019 and 2020. Let's see here. Lost chat again. Yeah, just thanks everybody for joining me here. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to get off here, though. I have a few things I got to actually do today. But yeah, thank you for everybody that dropped by. Again, all this is just allegedly. I found something cool I wanted to go over, and I appreciate everybody else for chatting and going, chatting and go along with me, and kind of working it out, because yeah, I'm not convinced on a lot of stuff sometimes, and just kind of talking about it and looking at stuff online is the way to go about it. But yeah, everybody that dropped by and actually subscribe, like, hit the bell. Holy crap, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you stick around the channel. I'm going to start going live more often. Again, I'll probably start doing more lives on like a Friday or Saturday night, late. I'm talking like 10, 11, 12. I think that'd probably be the best time frame for me. And that's the best time that I personally like to watch and think about crime stuff or creepy stuff in general like that. But yeah, see everybody here still banging off in chat. I really appreciate it. Some new names popping in there. Sunflower Beth, first time here. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Please subscribe. Drunk Turkey Show, still hanging out. Great show. I'm going to give you and your channel a shout out tonight. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, let's get together and work something out. That'd be dope. That'd be cool. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Game Over, thank you. Yeah, seriously. I'm loving it. It's awesome. It's crazy. I can't believe it. But yeah, like I said, please go back into some of the back catalog. Not a whole lot back there because I'm really just now getting into this hardcore, but I am putting work in. I'm trying to put good edits on the stuff. I'm trying to put some trying to look up the information and really just present the cases or even my opinions in the best possible light or way when I'm actually presenting videos. So yeah, I just really appreciate everybody. And again, can't believe it. One thing you're going to find out is I'm terrible at stopping live streams. I'm really garbage at it. Hell yeah, definitely Drunk Turkey Show. Love to hear that. Nice. Yeah, like I said, anybody in here that is not familiar with Drunk Turkey Show, go follow those dudes, man. They are always bumping out awesome content and lives like you wouldn't believe. I just really started the lives this weekend. I took a chance with it. I mean, this isn't the first time I've ever went live. I have had other channels in the past, but yeah, this has definitely been unique. And it's and again, I love crime, and this story actually is what made me want to start doing this. It just like everybody else in the nation, it kind of took on our emotions, and we wanted to see somebody get caught, and now we have somebody that has actually been apprehended, and we want to see what happens next. Tomorrow we're going to get some more news, and yeah, as soon as anything else breaks, I will be dropping it either on Twitter, dropping it on Facebook, dropping it in the community section here on YouTube, or making a video about it. So please hit all of those things up. Again, thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave this stream going for just a minute. I'm going to pop up the little hold screen there that had the thumbnail on it. But again, thank you guys so much. That's awesome. Let's keep this thing growing.